Hello, everyone, and welcome. Yeah, we got a little crossover there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Well of the Dark Sun with Kristi, which failed in its first attempt to simulcast to Twitch. So we're just doing it on YouTube, and we're going to learn, because everything is a learning process. We are getting back to our game, and where we last left our heroes, to update us on what happened last time, and what is, basically where we got to. Who is going to be going ahead and doing that wrap up?
Last time, Karen really regretted asking for the manager.
Yes.
That is what happened last time. And her son, Bob.
It was a very long fight.
Yeah,
so the time before that, some cultists showed up and started just murdering peeps at random. And we were like slightly reluctant, but we're like, I guess we should probably do something about this. And so we stopped the murdering by murdering. Yes.
Two wrongs does make a right.
Yes.
In this case.
We let one live, it's fine.
We're technically not as bad as them.
Yep. So yeah, so we kept one alive to interrogate, which did not go as planned at all.
They're not very well. They're very talkative, but not the kind of talkative we want.
The Black Sun will devour you all.
Yeah. So we're all So there's the Black Sun will probably devour us all. And I think after that we pretty much that was most of the thing was really just fighting, and then a little bit of this is part of a cult, and we're gonna go talk to the culty people tomorrow.
And it turned out that the cult people are like some of the miners who went missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, the lady was like the people that we sliced open were like black on the inside, and that was super gross.
They appear to have drunk void water.
Mm-hmm.
Or so forcibly given void water.
Yeah. Yeah. There's nothing. We don't know if this is consensual or not yet.
Pumpkin.
So. Yeah, and then I think we were all gonna go to bed, and I think that was the last thing. Dave was gonna get drunk and be guard at the same time, which I'm sure went spectacularly well.
He's the guy from some kind of like medieval fantasy sitcom.
Yeah, the rest of us were like, no, we're gonna go to bed now, except for one person who was gonna go sleep in the graveyard. Because
edgy character.
Yeah, because our
Yes.
edgy character's gonna go sleep in the graveyard while the rest of us are gonna go to bed in real beds.
Yes.
Before we continue, are you sure you're streaming on YouTube, Kristi? Because I'm not seeing it.
It should be on my D&D channel.
Yeah, I've been refreshing that since you said we went live.
Well, it says.
Oh no.
It says end stream. It saes gaming. Oh, you know what? It says unlisted. That was a default setting. I don't. Oh, yeah. I can maybe change that in the Can I change? Yeah, I can change that.
Can.
Yeah, I can change that in the midst of the game. So, boom. Now it's public. Try again.
Yay!
Thank you for checking that, by the way.
You're welcome.
There it is. Live now. Look at that.
Whoa! I was wondering why I couldn't see it.
Everyone who's watching
let's do this.
You will now have to wait and get the beginning
at the end. Yeah, it also might have explained why I couldn't see it on YouTube when I was trying to. Although it wasn't going in my last thing. Anyway,
very creative. It's a very creative storytelling where you get the beginning at the end.
Yes, starting in the middle of the story. All right, so yes, one of the things that Daenerys told you is that she was going to have her person Terrace. He was going to check the inventory and meet you in the morning down in the Summer Spring Inn where you were staying overnight. But and then you guys went back, but you also split up the party. So let me first start very briefly. Dave's character, when Dave went back to the house with the family of the Karen, they were mostly focused on her. And they invite you into the house. Did you want to stay in the house with them, or did you want to stay outside? Or what did you want to
do? Inside the house, I'm probably gonna have a better awareness of what's happening with wherever they're keeping the Karen. So I'm just gonna go inside and try and be friendly and just
Okay.
get some information on the priest while I'm there. Just casually what I know.
Okay, what would you... So I guess we should role play that out then. Yeah, so on the way back when you're walking, you had some of the people whose lives you saved came over and said, thank you so much. I couldn't believe what was happening, and I just wanted to shake your hand, and I didn't see the rest of your party leave, so I just wanted to say thank you. But at the other side, you had a couple people who were giving you some pretty dark looks as they carried their loved ones' corpses out of the building. But yes, you go back to the house. They set Karen up in a room. They've got her sort of like tied up, and they put her on a bed to try to, like be kind, and they're worried about her, but they're also aware that she is potentially murderous. They decide in shifts to watch her over the course of the night, and mostly she just stares at the wall, muttering about the black sun. So, yes, you see them set her up and kind of get her taken care of, and then they bring over to you a little bit of bread and cheese, and they all sit down and seem very upset and not knowing what to do about all of this.
So yeah, while they're sitting there, he's just gonna casually ask, so this high priest you plan on taking her, what do you know about him exactly?
Oh, Aelith, well, he arrived here a couple years ago before we arrived here. The church was already set up. It was, the church was pretty much almost completed when we got here, but we've only been here for about a year. We came for the work, and he's really nice. He's pretty young, surprisingly. Gives some really inspiring speeches. It's really difficult working in the mines. It's you get a bad feeling down there, and when you go to church, it kind of gives you a way to get through some of the darkness and make you feel like there's some hope. Otherwise down there it can get really depressing and a little bit scary.
So the man has a feeling for performance, I take it.
Oh, his sermons are amazing. You should really, tomorrow, I'm sure he'll give one, and you'll feel the power of the high sun. You'll just feel the light and the love coming off of him, and through the God. It's really inspiring. Yeah.
I look forward to it. And then he just takes a drink from the bottle he took from the bar.
Okay. Right. All right. So they offer you a place to stay in as well, so you can stay the night.
Okay.
And then I'll just have you go to sleep, and I'll move over. By the way, Valifus, yes, you two have you're out in the long grass because the cemetery is they don't really like mow it. It's kept very natural, very natural place. So,
Okey-dokey.
for the rest of you, though, all of you at night have a dark dream. You're standing in a landscape you don't recognize, and you smell a foul and musty and very hot air. You get the sense that you're underground. It has that sort of earthy, musty scent to it. And as you look around the landscape, you see a dark disc appearing before your eyes, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and fear starts to swell inside of you as the disc starts to take up almost all of your vision. And you hear a voice that says, "Come to me." And all of you jerk awake at the same time, pulling yourselves, wrenching your bodies away from this dark disc. And you open up your eyes. Those of you in the inn, you see the morning light. Valifus, you find when you wake that the long grass has almost embraced you, like it was trying to hug you and pull you into the earth itself.
Okay.
All right. Now, Dave, I guess we're going to have to kind of, for Dave's character, cut away because you're not with the party. I'm going to switch back to them now. So, yes, you guys, the rest of you wake up. Again, you're all jerked awake, pulling yourselves away from this dark disc at the same time. And you get ready and head downstairs. As you head down to the ground level, where you have the smell of breakfast and coffee and things being made. At one table, you see Sheriff Ruth, and she's sitting next to a very large black man. He's got dreadlocks that run to about the middle of his back, tied into kind of like a loose ponytail. So they all sort of like cascade down the middle of his back. He has a lot of what look like ledgers, a lot of paperwork. He has lines of worry in his on his forehead, and he's got a bottle of whiskey, even though it's not even 9 o'clock. He seems to be drinking. So yes, that's when you come downstairs, Sheriff Ruth recognizes you and gives you a smile and waves you over. What would you like to do?
I sit on the table.
On the table? You fly over or
Yes.
walk over? And...
I will
I always
position
fly.
myself next to the table.
Yeah,
And
Mr.
mutter
Cookery
something
will
about not
definitely-
being abandoned.
Valifus arrives back at the inn, sees
Yeah.
everyone gathering around the table, and heads and joins them.
So you're all gonna come around where the sheriff has
Yeah.
waved you over. She says, well, good morning, y'all. Sorry, I have to do my Wisconsin accent now. Well, hey there, you guys. Sounds like you had quite a fight up at the miners' bar last night, and I just want you to know that I've already talked to some of talked to Darenith and I talked to some of the families, and sounds like just like with what happened in the fields, you guys really handled yourselves well, and sounds like you saved a lot of lives. And I know that there's gonna have to be an investigation because there were some people that died, but everything I've heard so far is that it was self-defense, and not only self-defense, but you were protecting other people. So I just want you to know that I'm gonna talk to Lord Marlin, and I don't expect right now, given what everyone's telling me, that you guys are gonna have any kind of problems whatsoever. But yeah, thanks again. There's a lot of happy people and there's a lot of sad people, but yeah, thanks again for all the work you did. Have you met Terrace?
No.
So she kind of looks over to Terrace, who has been looking at you guys, and he extends a hand and except for Slurp, shakes all of your hands, and Sheriff.
I give him a nod with the top of my his cube.
Got it, yeah. The sheriff says, well, I suppose, I've got to go up to the mining town and do some more of the investigation. So I'll let you guys have a talk, and maybe we'll see each other's later, yeah?
Sounds like a plan.
That sounds good.
Leaves us again.
So she heads out the door, and you're left there with Terrace, who's eyeing each of you, kind of having introduced himself, saying, so...
You should not be allowed to watch Jurassic Park before this.
Darenith told me that you guys think someone drank the void water?
Well,
Yes.
there were some people who were black on the inside.
Okay, well, we take a lot of precautions down there in the mines. Darenith doesn't really know. She doesn't work down there day to day, but I do. That stuff's dangerous. And we've had people accidentally come in contact with it, touch it a little bit, inhale it. They get too close, and they start to act very weird. So we really don't recommend anybody touch it. But I've been going over the books. I've been looking at everything we have here, and I don't see where even one vial has gone missing. But I'm happy to tell you guys whatever you need to know or can help you out, answer any of your questions. I can't tell you what void water does when you drink it, but I can tell you about the process or anything else you want to know.
I have a question for you. Oh, I need to be more French.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry. Monsieur, how does one track the void water?
Well, you see, void water it pools, so we have people go down in shifts. Actually, in the last couple months, last couple weeks especially, I don't let anyone go underground for more than 4 hours at a time. I find that becomes too much to bear if you don't have a break. So you have to extract it from a distance. We scoop it out, then we have to move it over into some other containers that take some time to prepare. So we have to prepare the containers, make sure no light gets in, and then we have to seal it all up before it can go upstairs. I mean, it can be taken up the shaft, the mine shaft, and even then they're stacked up, and there's an inventory count, and then we put some draping over it as well, make sure that no light can get through, even if there's a crack in the bottle or a crack in the seal. And all that takes quite a lot of time.
How do you know how many vials of black gunky water?
Well, you see, yeah. Well, you see, when we don't know how much is in a puddle, but I know how much gets measured out. So we have stages, like how many scoops and how much is reported and checked off, and there's a step-by-step process. And then
you can't actually track.
Can you just, for the sake of the game, sorry. There's no missing void water here. I'll just let you know. So that's not where it's come from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll turn the sign. You're
gonna ask me questions that I already am inventing for outside of the module. So you're pressing me far beyond what the game has prepared me to answer. That's why I have to wave the red flag. It doesn't tell me anything about how void water is collected. It tells me nothing. So all of this is I have had to come up with the mechanics on myself.
So what you're telling me is I'm smarter than the game. Okay,
Monsieur.
good to know. If you need to put a red flag on the play, that's fine.
Yeah, all it tells me is it's a difficult to process and handle. That's all it tells me.
Basically, what I'm envisioning are these people basically putting straws in puddles and drinking it straight to the ground. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like it's more like oil extraction since it's a liquid. But
again, put a straw in the ground.
In the puddle.
well, there's also dairy on the
come on, guys.
So.
Have none of you basically eaten dirt at all during your childhood? Basically, you scoop it up.
I remember.
The cult of drinking dirt.
I have eaten dirt once.
Just once?
Just once. It was a dare.
Monsieur.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess
What can
none
I
of
do
you
for you?
were raised by hippies.
Are there multiple ways to get into the mine?
Yeah, so we put a big cap over it. I can tell you there's a large scaffolding that sits above the mine. You might have seen it when you came through here. And we had to set up an artificial canal that turns a water wheel. And what you have to do is you're going to need to go over when you're there. There's a mechanism that we use to put the cap on the mine. So you're going to just need to reverse that off. Once you do, you can swing the cap over, and then you can use the elevator system, the lift system, that you can just get in there and lower yourselves down.
Are there any other ways into the mine? Is that it?
Well, not... I mean, there's a couple deeper tunnels that we've looked at, that we've sort of found, but people who've gone down them haven't come back, so we don't know of any other way through the mine. It's just we use the main shaft, and nobody's ever come out one of those tunnels. Make me think that it's got a connection up to the surface.
I've got a
Could
question.
someone? Oh,
Ha! I beat you to it.
that's fine.
Man, now I'm forgetting my question.
Sorry.
It wasn't important then.
Darn it, Muffin! It was a good question. And plus, Pumpkin's like staring into my soul, so she's so
Okay, I'll
distracted.
ask my question then.
Yes,
while
you
try
ask
to
your
rem-
question.
Could someone have opened the mine without and gone down, got some void water, and come back up and closed it without you guys noticing? Yeah.
Well, we only put the cap on 2 weeks ago, but we also work at night because that's actually the best time to bring the void water up. Moonlight, of course, is pretty safe, and so the mine is in constant operation. It would be, it would be it might be sort of, let's say, possible in the last 2 weeks that somebody could have put in their, moved the cap, but if they did it during the day, we would have seen them, and I mean, if they did it at night, I guess there's a possibility they could have gone down there to get it. Oh, by the way, if you guys are going to head down to the mine, and he leans over underneath the table, he pulls out a basket and sets it on the table in front of you. Darrenith told me that you guys were going to go down, and so I wanted to give you some of the equipment you're going to need. Make sure that you don't, damage the product, but also that you can see as much as possible. And he opens up the basket, and inside there are sort of these candle, kind of like almost like a lantern contraption, where you put in a candle on a sort of a spike. You can light it, but then it's a glass encased sort of thing, so you can light it and carry it, and have a candle lit inside without any worry about it knocking over or blowing out or whatever. If you drop it, it will be inside the unit. And he's got in there like a whole stack of candles for you, and as many. He's got enough for each of you and for Dave, who's not there right now. So he gives you everything you need to light your way down in the mines.
I remember my question now.
Mm-hmm. What can I
So whenever someone, you say they act weird if they inhale it or if they're around it for too long, do they ever talk about a black sun or maybe a black disc?
I don't remember that. People tend to go off in a little bit of, like, they get space, like a little bit, like look off into the distance, or sometimes they'll lose like the ability to talk, or they'll lose some of their memories, or they'll just something strange kind of happens to them. So we didn't, but no, I don't. I know that you said that there were people at the bar who were talking, who were killed people who were about the black sun. The cultists that we've seen around, they didn't have any of those markings. The cultists have talked about the black sun, but I haven't heard anything about it from our workers.
Question. So the woman who founded the void water said it kind of forms a vein, correct?
Well, when the mine runs dry, what we have to do is we bring in a big unit that smashes through. So the mine's gotten deeper and deeper over time. We find that if we kind of crack down into the earth and clear it away, there's more will come up from underneath it.
How deep is the mine now?
Dude, I wasn't done with my question.
He looks at you, James.
Is it possible to access the void water from a different location without you knowing?
Oh, I'd imagine. I mean, we've tapped into one part of what could be a pool or many pools, but I don't think there's any reason to think that we're the only place that has access. Maybe there's a deeper reservoir, or maybe it's a wider reservoir that we're tapping into.
So, how deep is the mine?
Pretty deep. Deep enough where we have to. Yeah, 12. It's about 12 deep. No.
That's a good
We're
number.
gonna read those monsters from the Descent movie. We're all gonna die.
Right now, when you have to take a basket, sort of like a cart, whatever, and lower yourselves down, and it fits 7 or 8 humanoids on there pretty comfortably. But it takes you a good 10 minutes of lowering yourself to get down there. If you do it at a reasonable pace, you can just let go of the rope, but I wouldn't recommend that. It's pretty dark. You want to be able to see the bottom. Bottom comes up pretty fast when you can only use candlelight, so we go pretty slow.
We'll turn you into Jello cubes, Slurp. You'll be fine.
I already am one big one.
Yeah, we'll turn you into a humanoid-sized one. You'll be fine.
No, I won't.
You don't know. You'll never know until we try.
I mean, maybe every cube just becomes a separate slime. Who knows?
Oh, what do you mean?
Terrible. Never mind. Let's keep him as one.
A huge tactic. That would be a huge tactical advantage, though, if you can have a dozen smaller.
Oh, can I go back and do a retcon? Sorry, I just turned over my sheet of paper. Actually, the Black Sun cultists, they were all from the mining community. They stay on the edges. They kind of shout at them and harass them from the sides. But they were all part of the mining community, and pretty much everyone in the mining community is part of the Church of the High Sun. So he does know that the cultists are people who, at least they disappeared for a while, and then they've come back. They worked at the mines and part of the community, and then they disappeared for a while, and when they came back, they won't associate with people, but they are all from the mining community. So sorry about that. That's my error.
It's fine.
So wait, so even the Karen that was yelling profanities at us earlier?
Yeah, her family took her back. Pretty much, everyone here works at the mine except for the Gemma, who runs the inn in some fashion.
Okay.
Makes sense. So should we explore the mine, or should we talk to the church?
Well, I have one more question first. I've experimented a lot with light. I know that some substances react differently to different colors of light. Have you, by any chance, experimented exposing the void water to different colors of light to see if it reacts differently?
Well, one vial goes for 50 gold pieces, and we can't afford to do that kind of experimentation. So no.
Then I will buy a vial from you and do my own experimentations.
Well, we get paid in it.
Dan, I think you guys made an agreement with Darenith that you would get paid in void water, and then she'd help you move it onto a cellar if you want an advance on that. I'm sure she can arrange it. I mean, I don't keep it on me, but we can. You'd have to head up back to the mine, which is, on your way. If you wanted to talk to Aelith about his church members, you could do that too.
I mean,
The information.
they also need to go back to the mines because, Dave is still there. You want to pick him up?
And we can leave Dave.
It's so nice here without Dave.
You're making a lot of assumptions about how much we want you.
I know. That's why it's funny.
Well,
All right.
whatever you guys can do is, we need to stop this loss of life. It's keeping me up at night. It's killing me seeing these people. I know them. They're my friends, and I care about them. This is you can see the lines in his face when he talks about this situation are deep, and you can see he's bringing his brow together, and the wrinkles are caused by the worry when he talks about this. We don't want anyone else to die. We've lost too many already.
Yes.
That's quite understandable.
Yes, monsieur.
All right, well, here are your candles, and if there's anything else I can help you with, any other information, I'm working out of here now, so you can just come by anytime.
Do you have some kind of map of the mine?
Well, I can draw you. So he brings out from one of his ledgers, he tears out a sheet of paper, and he grabs an ink well, and he sort of draws actually a big circle in front of you. And he puts a little X where he shows you where the basket's going to drop in. And he says that he points out, like, within the big oval, he also puts in 3 circles of where the void water pools, where they draw it out. And he said, if you just stay in this main area, like I said, I can't tell you what's down in the tunnels. We don't allow the workers to go down there. We stick to where the void water is. But this is basically these 3 pools. And in this space, we just kind of keep going down. It's not wide, it's just deep.
Okay.
Why don't you allow the workers down the tunnels?
When people got adventurous and tried, they never came back. So we made a policy that we have to have attendants check in, you do your work, you go out after 4 hours and do a different part of the process, whether that's, moving it along or whatever else. We put another shift down there, so we couldn't afford to risk anyone going after those guys who went exploring, because people who go down those tunnels, they never came back.
Interesting.
Yes.
And also a little sad.
Mm-hmm. We've had too much loss here. Way too much loss.
Oh.
Logan's just sitting there chewing on his cigar because he gonna keep his mouth shut.
He kind of pours himself another 2 fingers of whiskey in his glass and takes a deep drink. You can tell he's trying to cope.
And I assume you have absolutely no idea what the source of this void water is.
Other than it's must be some sort of reservoir that we have tapped into. Like I said, I don't know if there's 1 or 10 or if all one big pool or what, but with some kind of underground collection, it's coming up through the surface.
Yes. Yes, I assumed such recklessness from you materials.
So did you want to get that vial from Darenith? I can send word up. She can have something delivered to you, if you want, over at the Fallen Rod Inn by this evening, if you want.
That would be very much appreciated.
All right, I'll take care of that for you. I don't know why he's Southern. Like, he sounds more like a white hick. Sorry, I don't.
I mean, it's a fantasy world. He can have whatever voice you want him to.
That's true. So
Doesn't sound too Southern to me.
Okay, fair enough. All right, yeah. So you guys have your candles.
Not nearly as crotchety as I wanted him to be, so their own.
I'm not Slav is gonna talk like this.
Oh, maybe there is one other thing I should tell you about the church. And I don't put too much stock in rumors, but when the church was being built, some of the miners started saying, these are the old timers. They're gone now, but they were joking around about finding a big empty space under it, and most of us just kind of thought it was them bragging on what how much they could work and what great miners they were. But if you're heading up that way, and maybe just be something you want to, just as I said, it's just a rumor. I don't know if it has anything to do. Maybe they, have their crypts in there or something. Maybe it's just a big hole in the ground, but just a little piece of information for you.
Crypt, you say?
I think we should go check that out and ask the priest guy about this kind of stuff.
Indeed.
We're going to the church anyways, right?
That's where you're off to next?
Yeah.
Or, well, you can go wherever you want next, but
yeah, I thought that was more like a question to everyone.
I suppose we did say that we would stop by the church.
Might learn something from it.
And plus, this hole sounds suspicious.
Yes. Well, before we go, I must use the kitchen.
Yeah, so you want to make breakfast?
That's what's going.
No, it's not. But yes, would you all like breakfast?
Yes.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Yeah, I would like to
course.
just ask if I can use the kitchen to make breakfast for everyone.
Yeah, Amanda's a bit surprised,
Moving
but
the mouse at the door.
she's quite happy to have the customers do the work that they're paying, she gets paid for. So yeah, she shows you back. It's again sort of a rustic kitchen, not too much in the way of exotic spices, but certainly everything that you'd need for a staple kind of meal.
Mm-hmm. All right, yes. So I will do that. Also, I will spend some time remaking cookie.
Okay. And how long do you need to make cookie?
I think cookie takes an hour.
Okay.
Let
So
me
we'll-
double check.
We'll switch back to Dave in the morning after you find yourself awakened from your very disturbing dream. The Karen in the other room is muttering even louder about the black sun, and the family decide that they're gonna go and take her up to the church. They're gonna ask the Aelith to pray for her, and you notice too that you see a bunch of people from the mining community who are all heading in that direction. It looks like the people who lost their family members are heading up to the church, and the people who weren't massacred are heading up to the church. It looks like most of the mining community actually is heading up in that direction. So at this point, do you want to stay behind and wait for the party, or do you want to go with Karen and Karen's family to go attend church service?
Yeah, I'm definitely staying with the Karen.
Okay.
Just in case somebody tries something.
All right. So you...
Yeah, maybe just leave like a quick note with somebody to send the party over to the church if they do try and get me in the actual mining town.
Well, as you head over, you're walking over to the Fallen Rod, and you see Sheriff Ruth. She's there now, talking to people, and the bar is closed. But if you want, she can get you some paper if you want to leave a message and nail it to put it to the front of the bar, anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then.
All right.
Just quick note of I'm going to the church, Dave.
Have gone to church, Dave. All right. Yep. So that's pinned now to the door of the Fallen Rod, which is closed for business today because it's a crime scene. So. All right. So yes, going back to the inn. It's been about an hour, and you've got Cookie back with you.
Yeah.
Did we get, this is just mainly for me because I've been AWOL because dogs are needy. Did we do a rest of any kind?
Yes. We did a long rest.
Okay,
And-
so I have all my hit points back?
Yes.
Yes.
And-
You need to figure out your charges on your thing. I think you only use one charge, so I think you just get it back.
I mean,
Right. That's all I needed to know.
Oh, you want to describe the nightmares you guys all had?
Yes. Not
big black
particularly.
circle got bigger. Bad times.
It said something about joining. It wanted us to join it.
Yeah. James had the same nightmare.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I asked my question about a black disc.
Yeah, I
And
don't
not
think
just a
we
black
know
sun.
that we all had the same nightmare. I don't think the characters know that because we haven't actually talked about it.
I
I
mean,
don't think we,
Oh, well, Eliwick would definitely talk to Slurp at least about it.
Yeah, I was about to say we would probably talk when we both woke up at the same time.
yeah, Dave just
James
thought
doesn't talk about his feelings with strangers
yeah.
That's fair.
unless he's quoting Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah. Hold on to
Again,
your
I
butts.
should not be allowed to watch that movie before I do this game.
No, you should watch it every time before you do this game.
Well, I watch it all the time, so hold that. What should I say? What can I say? I mean, it was the motivation for like half the things I did in my life. It's
I do love Jurassic Park.
such a good movie. Also,
It's such a good-
really good book.
I have not read the book, but I've
You
always
need to read
watched
the book.
movie.
Read the book. The book is so much better.
All right, so yeah, cookies ready. What did you make for breakfast?
What did we make for breakfast? Let's see. What's a good
Performance check, go.
Yeah, let's do a performance check. See how you did with the stuff in the
Cabbage in it.
How is that a performance check? Surely that's like a sleight of hand or something.
What? If it's a performance check, it's fine. We are gonna. Monsieur Cocorie takes some corn, just dried corn that he always carries around all this stuff with him anyway. And makes some fresh tortillas. You don't know what a tortilla is, but he makes something that looks like a tortilla.
We all run away from it like a dog.
Sprinkles some cheese on it and puts an assortment of meats and egg in the middle of it, and then folds
Breakfast
it up.
taco?
You breakfast quesadilla.
Ooh.
You will get breakfast quesadillas, and I will. Performances. Yeah, I'm not like any better at anything else. So. Oh, and I get proficiency on that because cooking tools.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I hope. I don't know. I would. So plus something, +3.
All right. Yes. I mean, it's you got very limited ingredients, but considering you managed to get like the fire heated up to the right temperature and everything, you know, like the tortillas, you don't burn them or anything. They hold together. They're perfectly able to keep everything inside them for your breakfast burrito. Were you making?
Breakfast
Quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Quesadillas.
Yes. Yes.
James makes a snide comment about something like not as good as what my mom used to. Mainly
Monsieur,
because I've had Aaron's mom's
Oh,
food.
you had my mom's cooking, haven't you?
I have.
Yes, it is much better than my own.
Oh my god, so good.
Amanda comes over.
Question?
Oh, sorry. Amanda comes over.
Question.
Yep, let me just finish this up thought. And then Amanda slides over to Monsieur Cookery and says, you know, once this problem with the mine is taken care of, if you wanted to stay on and run my kitchen, we'd be happy to have you.
I appreciate that, Madame. I am a man of the world, though, and I have much to explore.
All right, so the question is for whom?
The question is for R&D. Did you make Eliwick a normal-sized quesadilla or a tiny quesadilla?
Oh no, he would have definitely have made it for your size as well. He's very thoughtful about.
Portion control.
The tiniest cheese grater in existence.
Because she would have been happy either way.
You just crawl into it and like eat it from the inside out. Like
Yes,
eating
actually.
inside out of it.
Yeah.
Just burst out of a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh my god, that would
When
be
you're a tiny
amazing.
person in a world of large food, you tend to get creative with how you eat it.
Slurp will take 20.
So you guys
Are
heading?
we-
Where are you heading now?
Fantasies of your
Oh, yeah,
mom's
where are we
part-
heading now?
party of
The
God, oh my God.
church.
To the church.
Oh, okay. All right. So you go and collect your horses from the stable. Are you heading to the church? Or are you going to head to pick up to check the where Dave was last seen?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It is on the way.
He went to church.
Yeah, but we don't know
We
that.
don't know that.
Yeah, the little mining town is on the way. You've got to go up through the mountains to get there. It's on your way anyway. So
All right.
Yeah, we would probably stop by and pick him up. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And find the note and then head off there anyway.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're going to church.
and that's exactly what happens. You guys find the note and ask somebody in town who's weeping, and they point you up the direction toward the church. So
Take me to church.
yeah.
Sunday.
All right. So let's see what layer. Oh, I've got to move you guys over. Do. And I also have to
to my. Oh God.
find your
happening here?
characters as well. I've got a is there oh, okay. Control C. All right, I'm gonna group you up. I don't know, I'm not really good at moving characters over, so I'm kind of have to do you in bits. Boop. Yeah. Oh, I think that's a random Karen.
That is a random character.
I don't need the Karen anymore.
And we have
okay.
a dead body and an Elowick.
Oh yeah, you do have a dead body. You don't need that either. Put that in again.
Eliwick's gonna freak out.
And back to the fallen rod.
Moment to see.
Hide your children, hide your wives.
I think I can do this. I can group you, and then I can copy you. I hope I can do this, and then I can paste you. I wasn't sure where you'd go, so I didn't put everyone everywhere. No, sorry. Never mind. Delete that. Undo.
Two of me.
Should just be one of y'all. All right. Sorry. Yes, and you guys will also see that Dave is there as well. So who am I still missing? Valifus and Slurp? Okay.
I'm not there.
I have to do these one at a time because obviously the whole grouping thing is way too complicated for me to do live.
I mean, we've got 2 cookies.
God. Yep. Okay, I got James. Why is it? Oh, there's Valifus. And got 2 Eliwicks. We don't need. Fuck! I hate this. I didn't. This is like the one. I'm moving you guys around because I want to make. Yes.
I mean, technically, I'm pretty sure people can drag in their own characters normally.
No, I tried, but I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
All right.
Your token might not be linked in the. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how Kristi.
I think I gave you guys master control over it, so.
But no, you're right. It isn't linked properly to my character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so how do you delete?
I just did it for you. You see Slurp now? Do you have control over Slurp?
Yeah, I have, and he has the correct stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm still missing. I've got Elowick. I've got Valifus. All right. Sorry to break the flow of the game. Oh, there you are, Valifus. I'll move you over and just do you, copy you, and paste you over in the church.
Am I supposed to see just black? Because that's all I'm seeing right now.
Scroll around the page a little bit.
Oh,
Part
never
of it is
mind.
blacked out.
I fixed it.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
because you guys kind of come into the church, so I didn't want you to see. So, I'm missing somebody. Who am I still missing? Mr. Cookery? No.
I'm there.
No.
I need Cookie
James,
though. There's no Cookie.
Valifus, Eliwick, Dave. Oh yes, Dave.
I'm here.
He's at the church.
And I'm here.
James.
We're still missing.
James is missing. James and Cookie.
Oh yes, Cookie. I don't know what.
James and Cookie sitting in a tree.
I don't know how to get Cookie on there, so you will have to just hold on for a second while I get Cookie
No,
up.
too small. I can't.
Okay, so that should be James. Did he pop up? Click. B. There. Okay.
No, that's not James.
Dear, God damn it.
It's me again.
Ah,
Why am I here twice?
I have to zoom in. I can't read the names. Oh, you're in the corner. You were in the corner, James. Where did you go after that? Sorry, you're on a different page. I see Dave. I see. Oh, there you are, James. Gotcha. All right. Now I gotcha. All right. Whew. And as for Cookie, I think I can just drag Cookie onto the page. Is that where did
Yeah.
Cookie? Okay. Let's see.
You probably can. Cookie doesn't have like any real stats anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean he does, but that's not anything. So.
There he is.
Yes. Okay. There's Cookie. All right, and Cookie's there too. Now you guys are all in the back of the church, except for I don't know where you want to put yourself, Dave. If you wanted to stay, it's a religious service that's going on.
I mean, he's gonna wait near the entrance because that's the place people are most likely to come in from.
Okay.
Generally speaking.
All right. Sorry. One quick thing. Let me go to my GM layer and. You moved over. Slurp, can you move one
I disappeared.
Oh, did I
disappeared.
Sorry, I was going to try to get rid of the Karen, and instead I think I sent you to the GM overlay, so I'll put you back. Okay. Layer. Token layer. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't want that. Get rid of that Karen. Okay.
Well, the Karen is here.
Well, the Karen should be gone now.
Oh.
You shouldn't see her.
But isn't Karen here?
There is, yeah, but there's not
her.
like she's not going to have, she's just
okay.
She only says the black sun will eat you.
Okay,
So, by the way, Dave, what you noticed is that when Karen came, her family took her immediately up to Aelith. There are a bunch of people who have gathered in the church. They're in the middle of a service right now. They've been talking about the loss of life, and Aelith has been giving a sermon. And as the rest of you approach the church, this is what you hear from the front of the church. And you see a very young, almost baby-faced young man with blue eyes and blonde hair. And he's giving a very impassioned sermon as you walk up into the back of the church, where he says, "You see, you gotta get an understanding of the God that we serve. He is bigger than we think. Nothing will be impossible with our God. Nothing. I want you to think of that when you think about this situation, when you think about the problems in your life. The High Sun says to us today, nothing will be impossible for me, because the God that you serve and I serve, and I don't care how big the problem is, and I don't care how impossible the situation looks. I don't care how dark and evil are the forces that surround us. It does not matter. He says, nothing will be impossible for me, for the God that you and I serve. You got to look at the situation and say, nothing is impossible for my God. Nothing. Praise to the High Sun. Praise to the High Sun. Praise, praise, praise." And the audience are just mesmerized, and the people who are tears down their eyes stopped, and they're just shouting, "Praise, praise, praise." And it says, "Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Now you can all stay here in the church in quiet worship, in quiet mourning, and in quiet celebration of the lives that were saved." And he sees you guys coming up to the end of the church as he closes out his sermon, and the audience stands up and says, "Praise, praise, praise, praise." And he comes down, and as he comes down to the back of the church where you guys are, the parishioners on each side, want to shake his hand and talk to him, and then they stay in the pews and they talk amongst each other. Some of them start to do, prayerful worship, but the church is packed, absolutely packed. And he approaches and says, "Hello, my brothers and sisters. What can I do? Are you the heroes who've saved so many lives last night?"
That we are.
"Well, I wanna thank you." He reaches his hand out and offers a hand of friendship to each of you, except for Slurp. He gives you a little nod and says, "What you did for this community, it's the number of lives you saved. It was wonderful. Thank you so very much, and thank you for bringing our dear Karen back as well. We're gonna try to take care of her as well as we can.
Do you have any idea what's happened to her?
Well, there's an evil. There's an evil that's been growing in this place. I think it was my mission to point out this evil and to stop this evil from spreading. That's why I was drawn to this place. That's why I was drawn to this church.
Oh.
And what evil might that be, sir?
No, I don't know the name of the evil. All I know is that it is opposed to the High Sun, and I am here to stand in opposition and defiance to any evil that would come upon these people or on this community.
Ever heard of something called the Black Sun?
Well, that is certainly the problem that we've been having. I think personally it's a manifestation of the evil. I think that it's possibly this black sun that might stand in opposition to the high sun, and it might be manifesting itself in this way. I mean, we didn't have these black sun cultist problems, but as the mine got deeper, the evil became deeper as well.
Is the evil down the mine?
I think the evil is somewhere underground, and it seems every time they go deeper, it becomes stronger. I mean, when I first came here, I came here because of a vision. I was drawn, the high sun came to me and told me, "You shall build a church to serve my people." And before there was a mining community, I was here ready to set up a church, and then the high sun brought me my parishioners. He brought me the people who needed to hear his message. So it might be underground. I don't know. All I know is that I've been brought to this place. This place has some evil that needs to be withstood.
You wouldn't happen to have anything lying around that might help some adventurers take down this evil?
Well, I can give you my blessing. I can certainly give you prayers that you can recite. I know that I've given much inspiration and comfort to the miners when they go down and work. If you would like to learn more about the high sun, I'm happy to sit down and you can learn more about our religion.
I'm gonna pass for now. We'll see you later.
Our God is a powerful God. It is the power that can purify this land, and that's why we need to stand together. That's why we need to come together as a community and oppose this evil. But it keeps growing in force.
Interesting. Just backs away slowly.
I will say that Eliwick's probably very confused because there's probably not churches in the Feywilds.
Probably not really.
So I take it y'all are here to shut down the mine.
Shut down might be a bit of a strong word.
Ideally, the mine keeps running, but evil is gone.
Oh yeah, I think that the longer they go, the deeper they go, the more powerful is this the evil in this community becomes. I urge you, whatever you have to do, you should definitely shut the mine down and keep the people away from it. The more that they're exposed to that presence of the evil in those dark places, the more our community is at risk.
Could the evil be the voidwater?
Well, I don't go in the mines. What I know is that I was drawn here to stop the evil. Now the void water might be a manifestation. The void water might just be a coincidence. I couldn't tell you that. I'm a cleric. I'm here to talk about, my strength and my knowledge is my God. What the miners know.
Eliwick leans over to Slurp and whispers, "This is a waste of time. This guy doesn't know anything."
I'll say back, and I'm assuming you're not going to translate it. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he knows a whole lot. Also, he talks weird.
He really does.
And the benefit of this is that no one understands what we're saying.
James is just sitting back, listening to him, and being that he is actively in a relationship with a quote unquote demigod. He's just like, I have in-laws that are gods, so I can't say anything.
You know what? It is the miners of this community who are the most at risk. They are the ones who go down into that deep dark, and it is their minds and their bodies that are twisted by the evil presence that exists in there. People tell me the closer you live to the mine, the closer you can feel it. Maybe each of you have felt the evil too. It doesn't take long to start to get into your minds and your bodies if you're exposed to people who've been exposed to the evil.
Monsieur, when they speak of this evil, do they talk about having dreams at night about suns and discs?
Terrible nightmares. Sometimes the nightmares become so disturbing it interferes with their waking thoughts, and they can only come here to the church for respite. This is why you have to close down the mine. You know, I know that there's these people whose lives depend on the mine, but their souls are more precious than our bodily life.
Well,
I do believe we will try to explore the mine and see what we find there ourselves.
Well, I will pray for you if you just hope. He puts his hand out over you. He's like, "Hi, son. Come on, these adventurers. Let their hearts see the evil that has lived in this community. Let them understand that the mines must be closed, that the exposure to this evil force must be resisted. Praise the High Sun. Praise.
well,
I hope he just cast guidance on me. I'll take that.
I think you just prayed for us.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind telling me a little about this god of yours? Because you see, I'm from a quite noble family from Mount Celestia, where many of the gods reside. So maybe I've actually met this god of yours.
Well, the High Sun presents himself to me as the disk of light, as the power of goodness, of the ability to withstand temptation. And I know my God through my power. My God came to me in a dream. It was like being surrounded by a white light of loving strength. And by praising his name, we grow closer to him.
Sounds like drugs.
That doesn't sound particularly familiar.
That's what
One other thing.
most religions
I've
are.
heard tell that this fine church of yours was built on top of another base. Would it be possible to have a look at it? Go down and explore it.
He says, well, I don't know about that. And he looks at the people who are in the church and says, I don't think this is a good time. These families have just, well, you've killed their loved ones. And I think they need the sanctity and a moment to grieve. Maybe you guys can come back a little bit later, but right now, I don't think that you guys poking around, digging around is really what this community needs. I mean, I know you saved a lot of lives, but we're organizing some funerals. There's some bodies in the back, and I think you just need to maybe take a little time and let us sort with our own first. No offense, but this is a holy place, and this is a holy time.
Oh, trust me, I come from the holiest of holy places.
Oh, then you will know.
Yes, and I also know how to show the utmost respect around these holy places. So you can trust me that myself and my companions won't do anything to desecrate these lands.
You know, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to put my parishioners first. I think my focus is on them today and making sure that they're taken care of. So I'm going to have to ask it politely to maybe come back another time. People in the
Very
church
well.
are like listening, half listening in the back, and they're sort of like turning their heads and looking at you now as you're trying to talk your way in.
Well, I believe that we have impeded enough on your parishioners.
Yes, it's time for us to go and kill some evil, I guess. Just
Indeed.
It's time to go on them. We've been to church, now it's time to go to mine.
natural progression.
Yeah.
We have done what the miners do.
In church mine. It's a classic.
Well, thank you again, and praise be the high sun. We'll be praying for you. We'll do a special round of prayer right now, that your hearts are opened and that you're able to resist the evil of the minds, that you're able to fight back the darkness and let the sun and the light, the power of the high sun shine in and shine down.
All of this is very confusing to Sleb, because Sleb has never seen the sun. He physically can't.
Eliwick's gonna try her best to describe what the sun is.
Okay. All right, let me
That
do...
sounds entirely made up.
It's a big ball of fire in the sky.
Why wouldn't it fall? Then it would fall down.
All right, so you guys are gonna head back, I guess, towards the mine, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna
Might as well.
I'm gonna show you that.
Oh my.
It looks like a mouse.
As soon as we're out of the church and making our way off, I turn to the rest of the party and just, I trust that fellow about as far as Eliwick could throw him.
Yes, I believe he is. How do you say? Full of shit.
He could make a good cult leader in the city if he had some
I
ambition.
don't think I could throw him.
That's the point, sweet. That's the point.
All right. So, I also, yes, I will need at some point once you guys get down there to know who does and doesn't have dark vision. But at the moment, you, let me just read out what you see. A huge array of wooden beams and iron brackets forms a scaffold above the mine pit. The current of an artificially constructed canal running alongside the scaffolding turns a large water wheel, which in turn drives a huge gearwork of iron and wood. A massive iron spike weighing tens of thousands of pounds hangs from the upper center of the scaffold, aiming downward like a spear set above the heart of the world. And on it you see a huge brass cap that covers the mouth of what you suspect underneath to be a deep mine shaft. And it looks like there's grinding gears. Yes, there's like a gear works that's connected to it, so that you can. It was to put it on, or also to lift it off.
Well, do we know how to get it off? I think he mentioned something about water.
When you go to investigate it, you can see that there is a large, like sort of like, how do I say? It's like what you'd see on a ship, in terms of like an anchor, you know. It looks like a big one of those thingamabobs.
There's a big thing. There's a big like winch with a chain around it that can be pulled up, or.
Yes. Can I grab more than one of you at a time? Okay.
Yes.
You can just select most. You can click drag, select more of us.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on a different. Where I'm not putting you on that one. I'm getting you set up for the next one.
Yeah.
So
That's how you can do it. Is you can just click drag and select multiple people.
like,
And then
I'm gonna have
Control
to.
C.
I think
Control
we
V.
were all linked to a Karen or a Bob or whatever their names were.
Karen and Bob's. We need more
Yeah,
Karens.
more exactly the names, yeah. So does
Was it
anyone have
what the male name was? Bob?
Bob?
Yeah, they were Bob's.
Karen and Bob.
Yeah, I don't think.
Just want to order an African sage plant. How hard is
I'm-
this?
Okay. All right.
No.
I'm really struggling with the token things, guys. Sorry. I know that you're not on the right one. I'm actually doing all of this work on a different layer, so
you're
but it's
fine.
just super frustrating.
We can
Okay.
discuss how we want to tackle the mine.
Yes, I think you guys should. That's what I was hoping you would do while I deal with the...
I say we put Elowick in the front. And she can
Hey!
tank
So
all
she
the
dies
damage.
first.
She can tank all the damage.
Yep.
Hey,
I like this plan.
no,
I like this
I'm
plan.
squishy.
It's great.
I'm your healer.
We have like 5
what
healers.
happened
I think we'll be
I get that
okay.
back too.
Because Ellie going down early definitely wasn't why all our characters died last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did two? There.
Maybe the 3 tanks should go in the front.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
yes.
less of a
Indeed.
tank and more of a.
Although I don't know how smart it is to put
Wait.
like the giant gelatinous cube in the front in like very tight corridors.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
don't
I
like
mean,
at it.
he
Well,
would
that
be the
literally means
perfect
you
thing.
can't be attacked. So
Yeah,
that means that in order, like,
I
you know,
mean,
if,
so we're not thinking we're thinking about you. Like, fine, you can go up front and die first. That'll be fine, but then you'll die.
Yeah, but also we can't like go past you and attack
And
them when
we
you're.
can't help you out.
So
yeah, but like, if I stay back, I can't help you either because I don't have ranged weapons.
So we're fucked.
Yeah, but you're just a gobbledygook of gobbledygook.
You can reshape
Yeah.
yourself, right?
we just need to like
yeah,
I can
reshape
reshape
your
some
bones a bit
things.
so we can hit them.
Yeah,
you
reshape
can't
yourself into
make-
like a donut around the
And,
cave wall. We can
yeah,
attack through.
it is possible for you guys to go past me. You just can't shoot past me.
Can we shoot through you?
No.
No, he provides cover.
Because
But
then
you
he would eat the arrows.
Yeah.
Then can't he
But-
spit out the arrows?
Well, I'm gonna dissolve it.
Just shove arrows in
Yeah,
him
but
and
then you can
squeeze them really
create the
hard
arrows and go.
just shoot.
Pwah.
That's not how acid works. You can't just construct items from the acid.
I like
I think
this
that should
plan.
have.
I don't absorb them into me, and then like I can rebuild them. Like I'm not a pocket dimension.
I mean, that would be neat.
Well, technically you are, because we can shoot them into you and then you can throw them at the enemy.
Yeah. I like this idea.
They're gonna be dissolved.
I
I
mean,
say
you
we just
don't
shove a
need
bunch
metal,
of things
right?
into Slurp and then squeeze them real hard, so just everything just like.
See, everybody else is on my side. You should be on my side
Maybe
too.
if your arrows are completely made out of metal.
I have. I mean, I have
Like
bullets.
spit out. I can spit out the arrowheads. Well, bolts aren't made of like they're still have a wooden shaft.
Well, that's fine, because
yeah.
at least then the heads would also be acid coated, so would get
Yeah.
bonus damage.
I like all of it.
Also,
Acid
when the dragon
arrow,
allow it,
I love it.
If the DM will
We're
allow it,
changing how your
we all-
powers work, Slurp.
I'm sure if we roll high enough, it'll work.
I like this plan. Shove shit in.
I
him.
do too.
I will say one thing. I do have the ability. If I spend a minute sitting motionless, I do become transparent, and it takes a wisdom. Like it takes a DC of 16 to be able to see me, and if you walk into me, you're fucked. So I can be set up as a trap.
All right. Okay. So I've got I've got 4 of you in there so far. So I've had to. So keep talking, please. Keep planning.
Okay.
I mean,
Do you have
This
a?
conversation has deteriorated.
I
As,
have a
as
lot
long
of
as
wood.
I'm not in the front as some kind of meat shield, I'm good.
Very tiny
Did you
shield.
figure out? Did you figure out like other abilities that you can do besides just healing everybody?
No. I completely
Okay.
forgot to do that.
Well, hold on. You haven't used any spells yet, so like it wouldn't make a difference. You could presumably just update, like say what spells you would have put in during that long rest now. Like that's not gonna make a difference. And you knew we were going to the mine, so
You just need to find
Yeah,
yourself
let
some
me. I'm gonna take a
non-healer things.
look at druid spells real quick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can always hide in my hair.
That's true.
Yeah, you guys, it wouldn't be a bad idea to use this time to strategize as to.
Yeah. I did switch up my spells, so
You can't shoot past me, but you can walk past me. It'll be difficult. It'll count as difficult terrain, but you like you can walk past me like you would a normal ally.
So if you think about what Terrace gave you, you know, he talked about there being basically a big oval, and then some deep bits. Why does it keep doing that?
Because it's angry at you?
I can't.
No, it gives me slurp twice. It gives me a slurp and a shadow slurp, which is like the weirdest fucking thing ever.
Shadow slip.
Yeah, I do. Like you have this. It's really messing with my head because it's like it's about 8 feet away from you. So.
Can you just delete one of them?
Well, I'm going back. I think might be just like a double. I'm not quite sure why it's doing it, but I'm going back to the original
Maybe
Fallen
a
Rod.
shadow. Is it on another layer or something?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I had to go back to the Fallen Rod, but some of you have that. Yeah. I think I have. Maybe I have to do is I can't copy you twice from the same location, because you end up like almost having 2 copies. So if I copy a copy, if that makes sense, you end up with 2 of you.
That's
so
weird.
fuck. Undo. Okay. Oh, this is a fucking nightmare. Honestly, it's a complete fucking nightmare.
You're doing great. You got this, Kristi.
All right, you guys keep strategizing, really.
Okay.
I'm just gonna undo.
So what are
Okay,
you
so I've
saying?
added Thunderwave
Ooh.
Ooh.
because I know that one's a good one. Because in my Sunday campaign, my witch kind of does a suicide witch thing, where she just jumps into the middle of a battle and just uses Thunderwave.
yeah,
It
I like
works.
the idea of putting the squishy person there.
No.
That'll be good.
That would be so much
But it
more
will be
powerful
really
if we were
useful.
in a freaking forest.
It will be useful if she gets surrounded.
That's true.
I mean, when push comes to shove, I can always like just try and shoot her away with my bow. Just get her out of range.
You're gonna shoot at her.
I'm gonna
Can I
shoot
I
her.
like this idea. If you're in trouble, I'm gonna shoot
I'm
you.
gonna
just
just-
grab on real well.
It's better that
I'm
it's
gonna
better that I
do
kill
an
you
arrow and
than
just
they
launch you
kill
away.
I like this emergency plan. It's my favorite emergency plan we've had.
Oh, like, again, you can hide in my hair. I'm pretty sure though my hair is big enough. Just
If all
pick one
else
of those-
fails, I'll hide in your hair.
like just pick one of those sides, like one of my hook sides, and just like crawl inside one.
All right. And now,
Sure. Why is your
one.
hair talking?
I think I've got all right. James, Valifus, Dave, Eliwick, Monsieur Cookery, and Cookie. I only need Slurp still. Okay, let me go get Slurp. And then the question I have is anyone else who, besides, I know Slurp had dark vision. Or no, I'm sorry, not dark vision, blind sight. Let me say that correctly. So, does anyone else have dark vision or the ability to
I
see
have
in the
dark
dark?
vision.
Dark
Okay.
vision.
I do not. I can't see in the dark.
Okay. And for those of you who have dark vision, is it 60 feet?
I believe so.
I think it is for everybody.
1 second.
I think everyone should have dark vision except for Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
60
it's 60
feet.
feet.
All right.
I don't have dark vision.
Can't see
Yeah, you
shit.
should. You're dwarf.
Wolves have dark vision, so yeah, you have.
But
Why is it not on my
besides
screen?
human have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you just get shafted when it comes to dark
Yeah, I
vision.
didn't put it
Characters need
in.
R&D.
Yeah, because everyone besides humans have it. Like it's such a common.
No. Warforged don't.
Oh, one
And
more thing,
neither
yeah,
do
like,
Dragonborn.
It's such a like basic
Or
thing
lizard
that
folk.
it's.
Tritons
Well,
didn't
I'm glad
used to
that
get
it is a
us,
basic
but now they
thing, but
do.
I didn't know that.
All right.
That
So,
makes sense for trying to get it. They're on the like.
I mean, I'm not
It gets
complaining that
back
they
on
get
the-
it. Just another thing that just gets blind vision, dark vision again.
All right. So 60 feet for everyone. Is that right? Except
Yes.
for Cookie. I take it doesn't have it.
I don't know. Let me check. Let me check.
Okay.
And Dave.
Dave.
Cookie's got something.
I'm gonna give you 60 feet of dark vision, each of you. Then.
Nope. Cookie's got dark vision as well.
Dave is the only one that's blind.
Well, it means that so when you go in the mines, it will be the case that Dave will only be able to see 5 feet in front of him. So if you want
Unless he
to,
turns on a candle.
Sorry.
Unless he puts on a candle.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know 5 feet is with the candle vision. Yes, I've already assigned you the amount of dark vision you have. So he can only see 5 feet. So you're gonna have to literally direct him to where he needs to go because he's gonna be relying on you all to be your sight. I think I defaulted all of you. Yep, he's just got the 5 feet of bright light around him. So that's. Oh, I think also, sorry, you get 5 feet of dim light with candles. So I'll give you an extra 5 feet of that. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's everyone. So are you guys heading down into the mines?
Yep.
All right. Let me.
I had like 2 spells, and that's all I can do right now.
All right.
Well, anytime we know we're well away from sources of void water, I can always turn the light cantrip on.
Okay. Right, Mr. Kukuri, you also have dark vision or night? Yeah, dark vision.
I switched out my artificer stuff, so I just switched out my charm eyes for night eyes.
Okay,
Goggles of night.
Is that 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just gives me dark vision.
Okay. All right. I think we're ready to go. I don't know why there are two. Why are there 2 of you? Sorry, let me just check one other layer. What the fuck is that doing there? There's a random slurp, and I don't know why.
Slurp just everywhere.
Yeah, for some reason.
Is it a shadow?
It's a shadow slurp. Yeah, it just for some reason it just doubles him up every time. I've been working so hard to get rid of this duplicate slurp.
Can you delete that one without deleting the main one?
No, I can't interact with it. It's like a weird sort of duplicate shadow. I even dragged your token over rather than recopying and pasting. I thought that would kind of fix it. But
That's weird. That sounds like a Roll20 problem.
Yeah. Hold on. I think I'm on the wrong layer now. Oh, it's so fucking complicated. No, I'm on objects and tokens, and it won't let me interact with it now. Why won't you let me interact with this? All right.
Is it on your? I mean, you can check the other layers. It might be on like the map layer or the.
I know, but I was like, I didn't change layers when I interacted with him, and now I just moved the map layer, which is really annoying. All right. Well, we're gonna roll with it. We're just gonna kind of see what happens here. Let me just check one more time. Apologies for my technical problems.
Since we're in since we'll be in dim light, I now have a flying speed of 40.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Wait,
You fly
get
faster?
faster when it's dark?
It's because I have Cloak of the Bat. So
Flying around at the speed of dark.
I was so excited about doing the map thing with the darkness and everything that I didn't do something as basic as like just having. Oh my god! Now there's like 4 of you. This is ridiculous. This is.
I can turn into
It
a
is
bat.
There is only slurp.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on.
Slurp wants to rule the world. I will be everywhere.
All right, I'm just gonna let you. I'm gonna see if you can control this token that's down there. Anyway, all right. So you guys do the units, whatever else. You end up opening up all of the where. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. And now I can't catch any of you.
No.
Now I can't move any of you anywhere. All right, we're just gonna go tokens and let's see what happens. And you get lowered down, and I'm just gonna bring you over to the map. Hopefully, it will be mostly black except for what you each can see. So, see what happens now. Can you guys move your tokens?
It's just entirely black.
I mean,
Just a
I can
big-
see
Ooh, I
like
think
5 feet around everybody else. And
Yeah,
can't
I
see
see
myself.
me
myself.
around me.
I can't see anything. It's just a black square for me.
All right, so I guess the whole I spent
Dick slurp here.
literally
I
hours.
see no one but me.
Do you see any light around you? Like, is it?
No.
It's just
Oh,
completely.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
All right, so telling me what do you see? What can like?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's 60 feet, but it's definitely.
I can see 10.
Definitely cool.
I only see myself.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
blackness.
I only see myself, and then everything else.
Well, I see everybody else, and I see myself, and then I move myself.
Yep. I
see
wouldn't
a
get
little
too.
circle around me.
Oh, right. You should see a little circle of light. Okay.
So it looks like it's working great.
But I
for
see
James.
everybody else.
And there's like 10 feet around me. Yeah, I can see like 5 feet around everybody else for some reason. And a giant slurp
Yeah.
I see nothing.
slowly sliding in from the top.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh my god.
Me neither.
All right. Let me try copying Slurpin. Be careful where you go. I would just say don't. If you encounter something while you're looking around and get attacked, you're gonna get attacked. So stick with your party. Stick with the members of your
All
party.
right, I'm just gonna like. Oh, look, it's Elwick. I'm gonna go over here so she can hide in my hair.
I still can't see anything.
Maybe wait while the moving and stuff till we can actually everyone is in here.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
I just find it fun so I can just enter the shadow space by going down.
Hold on. That
Okay.
did something.
Yep. All right. So who can? For some reason, I'm getting this weird mirror effect. Are you guys seeing two of yourselves or just one?
I don't see
Just
anything
one.
still.
Okay. So
I only see my token and then blackness.
and when you move your token around, does it light up around you?
Yep.
Okay, so you should only see. I mean, I know you guys are supposed to have dark vision. I thought I set it up for you to have that. I mean, it looks like I've saved the changes, but I think what we should probably do is, I guess we're just gonna have to work with the vision you have.
I don't think there's a
Nothing.
grid.
Yeah, I
No.
don't have any vision, so like
I don't
literally
have.
zero.
I don't see anything.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna turn off your dark vision and Monsieur Cookery, and just give you the bright light token emits. See if that helps for you. Does that change anything for you? Can you
Nope,
go
I
up?
can,
Okay. Let me. I don't know. I worked so hard on setting up all of this dynamic lighting. Who can't? Who? It's okay. Who can't see right now?
Me.
me.
All right. I've got. Sorry. Who is the me? Which character? Say your
Mr.
characters.
Cookery and
Eliwick.
Eliwick.
Okay. For some reason. Okay. And let me see. Night vision. Your vision is on. Token vision. It gives the ability to see if there's light or night vision enabled. I have enabled your light vision. I have. Maybe I can't give you lights and tokens at the same time. Let me save your changes, and that doesn't change anything, huh?
No.
All right. Let me see. Let me go to the map itself, and with the dynamic lighting on, I'll give you explorer mode. I don't know if I can do this. Update when token drop. Does that change anything for anyone?
Oh, I now see a triangle. I see a triangle of something, but it's nowhere near where I am.
All right. Oh, this is a nightmare.
So I kind of see like the back of the cave, like the back corner of the cave.
Okay, I think what I'll just do is maybe take off all the dynamic lighting, and I will instead put on Fog of War. And I don't know what that's going to do. The whole idea behind this was it's supposed to be a really dark, scary cave. And y'all were supposed to.
Oops.
So let me take you off of this. I'll put you back on this, and maybe it'll reset a little bit more for you. I spent hours drawing lines. Light lines. That's okay. Yeah, live and learn. All right. So now what do you guys see? Anything?
I see the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same as before.
R&D, are you seeing something?
No, just my token, and then everything else is black.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah. I'm just seeing the
still
back
seeing the
corner
same
of the
thing.
cave.
But it's the
blackness has expanded.
What's
Yeah.
weird is that I'm also seeing the dim light of everyone else,
Yeah.
even within the dark light, in the like what's supposed to be bright light, which is a bit weird.
Yes. So who cannot see anything at all? Is it Eliwick and Monsieur Cookery? You can't see anything at all with your tokens?
Correct.
I can see something, but I don't think it's the something you want me to see.
Also,
Wait, before you start. Eliwick, that doesn't actually help me at all. Can you describe what you mean by those things?
Maybe I can send you a screenshot of what I see.
Okay, so you should see a gray grid and sort of like it looks like walls around you. Is that what you're seeing?
No.
No, I think they're saying
think
the two weird white triangles. There's one right in the bottom left-hand corner, and there's one towards the top left-hand corner. But they move as you move the map as
All right,
well.
we're just gonna do theater
I
of
sent
the
you
mind.
what I see on Twitter.
Okay, we're gonna do theater of the mind because I can't help this. I can't fix this. I don't know what the problem is. I can see you guys and I can see lights around you. So I can't kind of figure it out. So what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna describe it and we're gonna move on. So ignore. I can just change you. I mean, it might be. Yes, let's just do theater of the mind. I'm going to go ahead and change your screen for you so that you focus more on what I describe rather than what your eyes are telling you. All right, so as the brass cap gets moved off of the mine shaft, a wave of hot, musty, but also pretty disgusting smelling air. It's like you've never had a memory from a dream in real life before, but it's like almost like you had this experience in your dream before you had it in real life. And as you the big metal cap moves to one side, it drifts over to the left, you see that there's a basket there where the miners raise and lower themselves into the mine. So you guys I take it you all trudge into the mine, or sorry, into the basket. All right.
Yeah.
we're going down.
All right. Who's going to lower you into the mine? It needs two people.
And wait, are they like? So they two people can't come with us, or like we're leaving two people behind?
No. It takes two people to like. So it's a sort of like a dumbwaiter. It's got a pulley system.
It's in the someone has to stand in the basket and pull, so we go down.
Correct.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Correct.
Oh, not me.
So who would like to operate the unit?
Monsieur Cookery can, I believe, handle this simple contraption.
All right.
I'll help.
Okay.
And James will help.
All right. Do you want to do a strength?
Bronze.
Do you want to go ahead and do an athletics roll?
Athletics.
Sure.
Make sure you guys don't go tumbling down into the mine.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So James grabs the rope. Monsieur Cookery is helping, and
I'm helping.
with an expert hand, very fluidly lowers you into the mine. So the shaft itself is quite narrow. It's just a focused little area. By the way, I should also say, time-wise, so it's getting to be like late afternoon. You guys got up, you had breakfast, you had to ride out to the town. From the town, you rode out to the mountain church. Then you had the interaction with the priest, the cleric dude. And then you had to go all the way back down the mountain, back through the town, and over to the mine. So it's like 4, 5 o'clock during the day right now for you. And it's not quite getting dusk, but you can tell that the sun is definitely drifting downwards, or it's getting toward it's going to be it's getting to be that late afternoon light, I should say.
Red moon rising.
So as you descend down, eventually there's a big opening. You can see that you have to actually go down quite a lot even though the mine shaft itself ends. The room itself is absolutely cavernous, really high ceilings, and you can only see a little bit in front of you by candlelight. Those of you with dark vision, you start to make out the floor coming up. Can James see where? James didn't have dark vision, did he?
I do. 60 feet.
Okay. So you start to see where the ground is, and you're able to lower the basket in a way that it just sort of deftly and Mr. Cookery is desperately trying to help. Sometimes letting go of the rope a little bit, but absolutely doing fine. And you land with a soft little poof into a dirt floor. When you look in front of you, you can see a very large, open, oval space, just as Terrace described it. Even with your dark vision, though, you can tell that the cave goes far, far deeper than you can see. And it's not deeper as in underground, but it goes in the distance in front of you. It opens up. So even with your dark vision, you can't see the other side. You see blackness. As you land, you notice that there is a drop-off of what you assume is one of maybe the pools that he described. That is about 15 feet in front of you. When you look over it with your dark vision, you can see that there's a hole in the ground, but other than noticing the front of it, and then you can kind of see the back of it. If you think about perspective, you can kind of see the back wall of the hole. And then you see on your right-hand side, you can see a similar, looks like a darkness dropping off to where a second pool might be.
Let's avoid those.
Let's go into them.
Void.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. I'll be here all night.
All right. So, do you guys want to set up a marching order? Do you want to walk in a line? How do you want to arrange yourselves moving forward?
How wide is the tunnel?
Yeah. So if you stand,
Well, it's not a tunnel.
well, let's call it the cavern, I guess.
Yeah.
The mine cavern. When you're stood where the mine shaft dropped you, you can see when you look to your left and your right, you can see that the wall runs. Actually, let me just count it off. So you can go 60 feet in every direction. So you would estimate that the total breadth or the width of the room is, let me just count it off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's 15 times? 75 feet? And you're about mid-distance. So looking left, you see like 35 feet into the distance, and the wall shapes around into an oval and then disappears beyond your dark vision. Same thing on the right. You can see it's about 35 feet in that direction, and then the wall turns into a corner oval shape that starts to hug the area where that second drop-off looks to be. And then the drop-off in front of you is about 15 feet in front of you.
Okay. I say we let the slime go first.
Okay. I can do that. I'll go over and have a peek down the hole.
All right. So I need you guys all to make a dexterity save.
Oh,
Is this from something I can see?
Yeah, you see a cloud of something
Oh God! Oh.
Okay.
rushing up from the depths of this. What you see when you go to the edge of it is that the void water that you assume what this is, it's mostly been dried up, but it kind of continues down beyond your blind sight. But there's something rushing up at you.
I will say that I do have advantage on dexterity because of the cloak of the bat.
Okay, so you can take your advantage.
Oh, and I still do horribly. Listen, I blame you for this.
All right,
We
so
were gonna go past them
Oh, a big
anyways.
mysterious hole. Let's look down it.
from the depths of the first pool hole, or the hole that you see, an entire swarm of bats comes rushing up through your hair, through your faces, almost touching you. Slurp, you're quivering, you're like completely thrown off. Eliwick, you're in the air and you're like, ah!
Wait,
they.
wait. Why am I quivering? I know rolled a nat.
Oh, sorry. I looked at the 4. I wasn't looking at. Why do you?
That's
have advantage?
me.
Okay. Yes. Kelsey too. You
That's
hate
James.
bats. You absolutely hate bats. You can hear their leathery little wings, and you can hear them getting close to you. And like, Mr. Yakukuri is like, ooh, bats. That sounds delicious. Dave and Balafus are completely unfazed as the bats go sweeping past them, and it's just a big sort of, I'm gonna say a flock, a group, some sort of herd, I don't know, of bats that have come up from underneath.
Mountain for a bat. What bat says?
I think.
Yeah, swarm. I think. Yeah.
Swarm of bats, yeah, and they head right up the mine shaft. They head right into the afternoon, now getting on dusk sunlight past you.
It's a Bruce Wayne of bats.
It's a colony of bats.
Yes,
A
okay.
colony, of course.
All right, a huge colony. Like, it's probably close to 15 or so that go swishing by you, screeching as they do.
Bats.
When you go to the lip of the pool, that's now that you've flushed out the inhabitants, that was what you saw.
But did I see at the surface of white water at the bottom, or?
No, in terms of you looking down, you can't see actually any. Well, they don't tell me this. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no. It looks like if you can see that the sides have had some ooey. This is actually, yeah. When you look at the sides, you notice that there is a film that has gathered around, but it looks like this particular pool was the one that was closest to the surface. So it makes sense that they probably overworked this one first because it required them to go the least amount of distance into the cavern. Can I have everyone do a perception check?
Of course.
You freaking perception.
Oh, excellent.
I see all, but I can't dodge shit.
I can see all the things that are gonna hit me.
Eliwick, are you on Twitter? If I DM you, will you get a? Yeah, Pasta. I'm gonna write you a quick message.
Yes.
All right, because I think you're the only one who made. Yes, you're the only one who made.
I see all.
Yes.
And then I get smacked.
Again, you can hide in my hair.
I could have, but then you would have also had bats stuck in your hair too.
That's okay. It's not like that's a problem for me. Oh wait, I'm afraid of bats.
So it would be me stuck in your hair with some bats and both of us screaming. That's what that would look like.
Oh, the bats are gone.
All right. I've just messaged you if you want to decide what to do with that information.
Why is
Ooh, yeah,
Wolverine
I
screaming?
tell the group about that.
Well, you can tell the group. What do you tell them?
I tell them that I can hear a thick, sludgy sound echoing from around the cavern, and that it sounds spoopy.
Oh, sorry, that's me.
And then she looks at Slurp and she's like, "It's
I was
not
about to
you.
say, like, in the
It's not that kind of sludgy sound. You make more of a slurp sound."
Insane.
All right. So you've got this big hole in front of you. You know within your those of you who can see, there's another hole up and to the right, and where you are standing right now, there is just darkness to your left. You see some stalactites and stalagmites as well, but they're very small, and they just kind of, or sorry, stalagmites, I should say. The stalactites are too high up, so.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Should we check out the other holes or try and find out what?
No.
Well, Eliwick could fly down a little into this hole, see if she can see the bottom.
Actually, if something attacks us here, you can just fly over and fly above and be above the hole, and nothing will be able to come and attack you if it can't fly, and you can just pick it out from distance.
Oh, like you want to just have like a fit and fly into my hair and just continue saying no, fly into hair, no, fly into hair, no, fly into hair, and it's just like, okay, I think she really doesn't want to do this, guys.
Like the sounds, like I would imagine, and I also would be very creeped out by the slippery sounds. Because if they're not sludgy sounds that are coming from my sludgy friend, then I don't want nothing to do with that.
Can you translate?
Could I translate? Is this a kind of slurpy like thing that I could? That's intelligent, or?
Oh, is it Gelanese? That's a good question.
Yeah, is it Gelanese?
Well, you don't. It's not like you hear a vocalization. It just is a sort of like the sound you would expect to hear when you're pulling your foot out of mud, kind of thing.
And Ellie would probably tell them, "I think someone else is in here."
Well, this might be how the people get the black stuff. Probably we should go check it out.
Well, the Johnson family motto is "Don't have a mysterious noise."
You're
broke up
breaking
a
up.
bit.
We can't hear what you're saying.
Broke up a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
could you repeat?
I don't need to repeat. No, whatever it is, no. I don't want to die in this
I would
pit.
kind of want to know what he said. If he's still here.
Oh, he dropped out.
No, he's
Oh,
not. But
He dropped out of roll 20.
Whatever it is, I don't want to die in this pit.
oh yeah, he did. Huh?
maybe he's just having some connection issues.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you're back.
me.
You're back. Can you repeat?
Yeah, that's fine. Yes.
No.
No.
Do you guys hear me now?
A little bit better.
I know.
You dropped out of roll 22, by the way.
This is. Yeah, I know, but for some reason that's not. Because the things I kept hearing you guys, but apparently somehow my voice isn't going through. What the hell is going
We're
on?
having all sorts of technical difficulties today.
Mm-hmm.
The universe just kind of looked down on us and was like, you know what?
A second.
How can you do this?
Well, in some ways, like a theater of the mind is, I think, even scarier for this than seeing it on a map. So I'm not that. I mean, I can see the map myself, so I can describe and I can judge where you guys are. So it's fine for me.
And I can see it when through the live stream, but I'm not really looking at it. I was just curious
Oh,
as
that's
to what I
just
was
evil.
supposed to see.
Okay.
That's evil.
I don't have it up anymore.
Right.
So-
I'll restarting.
Yep.
It doesn't make me feel nearly as bad for being like 5 minutes late due to like my computer needing to reboot and a trolley stopping. I would have been on time if I didn't have to deal with those two things.
Isn't that how it always is? Like you go off, like, yeah, I'm gonna be there in time, and then you're not because it always takes longer.
Yep. And I was supposed to be late. Like I was supposed to be like hardcore late, but Petco was open like early, and I was like, "Here, take my dog." Like I don't want him. And then he
Scared
had
of
a
tortillas.
No, that's the baby. The baby is still here. He had a fit about like being left home by himself for 30 minutes. He's like, "No, you're taking my brother. Why are you taking my brother? No, I'm so sad." It's like, shut up. You're fine. R&D one that went and got the bath today.
Did he behave at the Petco?
So far. Well, he did kind of have a tiny little fit where he wanted to go explore, and we're like, you can't go do that right now. You have to like go get it back.
Yeah, sorry I had to interrupt. Can we focus? Sorry, on the game. That's actually what
no,
we're here to do.
I thought we were waiting on.
Yeah, I thought we were waiting on technical difficulties.
Oh, okay. I thought he was back because I could hear him talking. So
Oh,
you
and
guys
now
can
he's gone
still
again.
you guys can still strategize in the meantime.
That's true. Well,
So
Svella has
we're not
been
looking
blocked.
down any more holes.
Let's just go down there. I'll be fine.
You were
No!
grounded.
Yeah, going down there is probably a bad idea because it's probably full of void water. We should probably find out what the fuck is making the slurpy sound.
And we need to
That's
find the
weird.
tunnels that they were telling us about.
Also that.
And I also need like some sort of idea of who is where in the order, just like who's going first or if you guys are in a line. So in terms of physically placing yourselves, if you could remind me.
Slurp is first.
Slurp. Yeah, Slurp has gone first.
No, I went up to I'm not
Yeah, you're just at the lip of the first.
Yeah, it's not like I went that far away from everyone
And then
else.
is it just like a line of you after him or what's
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put I want to say Valifest next. How do you feel about that?
I was gonna hang back a bit. I would say Slurp and Dave at the front, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's no point
yeah.
in putting the person with extra reach up front.
I like the person that you guys. Dave's not here. Like, no, Dave's at the front. Dave's definitely he's not here to.
He's not here to say no.
Yeah.
And
Well,
also
the
for
other
the
reason
time being,
Motherfucking tank. What else are we
Also
gonna
for
do
the-
with him?
also for the time being, as I have improved packed weapon, I'm going to spawn my packed weapon as a longbow.
Okay. You said you're about
I can always
third-ish.
change it later.
Yeah.
The only reason I was thinking we should stick James further behind us is if anything shows up behind us, we're fudged. If we
Oh, yeah, good idea.
If we just stick Elwick on the back, then we're really at it.
Yeah.
So that's why
I
was
will
thinking
be in the
Valifest.
middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elwick in the middle.
Yeah, James at the back, Slurp and Dave at the front, me
Put you third.
just behind. Yeah.
Just behind Dave.
And with the longbow, I can go can get a nice range shot off before switching it over to the scythe, and yeah.
Okay. So, Monsieur Kukuri, you're sort of in the middle next to Eliwick?
Yeah, so I guess I'll be fourth in line.
Yes. I kind of got you. Well, I've got, what I have is Slurp, Dave, Valifus. Then there's sort of like a you and Eliwick, and then James at the back. So, sort of like a triangle kind
And
of thing.
I'll put the cookie with James.
Oh, okay.
That works.
Okay, and Cookie. All right.
I suppose while we're sitting around, like I break out. Monsieur Kukuri breaks out a bento box.
Legumes.
He's going to hand not each person, because I don't have enough to give each of you. 5 of you. Oh,
Which
there is
5?
enough. Wait, is it 5? No, 3
7.
of you. 3 of you. I only have 3 of you. So
Well, don't count me because I can't hold it. It would apply to me.
it's
instantly.
food. It's food. It's fine. I would have thrown it at you. So I'm gonna give James, Dave, and no, not Slurp. Slurp can just die. Battlefist. I hand each of you a piece of sushi. Which after you eat it, which would be right now because you don't really get an option, you
I
get
don't like sushi.
you get a extra 5 HP.
Thank you.
And so I cast aid, pretty much. I cast aid.
Okay, cool.
It's a very long way to say I cast aid.
No, that's all right.
Well, that's the whole point of the artificer class.
Yeah. Find ridiculous ways to cast spells. So
Since
you 3 have extra HP.
Excellent. All right, so you guys are all buffed up. Since we're going to wait for Dave to come back, tell you what, we've been going for 2 hours. Should we do a comfort break? Allow people. I mean, if you want to stay and chat, we'll do like an official timeout as opposed to like having a game time because he don't know where he's went. That way we can stretch our legs. Anyone who needs to take a break can, and we'll come back like a minute after the hour or 2 minutes after the hour, kind of thing. Just like a 5-er.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okie
Sounds good.
and if Dave and his and his role player come back, then you guys can update him on where he is in the order and
Okay.
and everything like that. So okay, yep, I'm
Sure
gonna
thing.
use it to stretch my legs too. I realized I haven't done that in a bit. Okay, be right back.
Yeah, Sirius has no issue eating tortillas. Regulus has become terrified of them. It's really, really funny.
Which is sad.
Okay, and what's
I
the betting that void water is actually the blood of? Yeah, what's the betting that void water turns out to be the blood of some eldritch beast or something?
That's what I'm
don't
sitting
know.
here thinking.
Like, I genuinely was just like, these people are just straight up drinking it out of the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah,
one is watching.
You're muted, but you're here again.
I think it's the priest, dude.
Yeah, everything should be working again, hopefully. I'm
Oh,
back on
oh.
20.
Yay!
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're
Just
having
in time for a break.
you're having a short break right now. You have gained 5. Your max hit points has increased by 5 thanks to
Neat.
Mr. Cookery.
Nice. Thanks.
Also, we decided a marching order. So you and me are in the front,
Okay, makes sense.
and then what do we agree on? James behind us, I think, or was he? Did he go in the all the way back?
He's
I
in the
can't remember.
back.
Yeah, James
He's
is
at
at
the
the
back.
back.
Okay, good.
James is rear guard.
Yeah, and then
Middle.
the rest in the middle, kind of.
Just front guard, back guard, middle coop.
Yeah, kind of.
Typical formation.
Ooh, you're breaking up a little again.
Well, let's hope it should. Oh, it is better because that might have just been the fact that my fan was on.
Possibly.
We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I mean, like we've been able to understand you so far, so
Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. I just had to.
internet here up.
reset the- Yeah,
There's-
probably. It's just weird.
It's
that it, like,
when it's like sometimes you get like internet clots where in the internet pipes, all the pipes that are the internet, you get data that clumps together and like it gets stuck. So it's like a data thrombosis. That's a thing now.
Yeah, the network ate the wrong kind of cholesterol and just not the entire thing.
Atherosclerosis of the internet. I love the idea that the internet is just like liquid and sometimes there's lumps in it.
Heterogeneous internet.
Are we all back?
It appears so, and we have updated him.
Excellent.
Oh, wait, I'm not sure we all back. Is everyone else
No,
here?
no, yeah, but in terms of like sorry, I should restate that we have all rejoined the game.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think we still have 2 minutes.
Yes, my internet has being dead.
Yeah, it's being very persnickety for some reason now. It was fine before.
My internet is generally temperamental, but
Okay.
yeah, it's acting up a lot right now, and I don't know why.
Well, maybe.
Mate,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, makes a change for not being me to have the technical issues.
Take turns.
Yeah, the gremlins go to different places. Okay, so can we do a check of your characters? Dave is here. Eliwick? Oh, AFK? Oh, you're here.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
James? AFK. Monsieur Cookery? AFK. I think I heard Micro.
I'm here.
Yep, and Valifus. Okay, so we're just waiting for...
I never leave.
Whenever you're in a room and you don't think Micro is there, he's actually been standing still for longer than a minute, so he's transparent.
I live in your sofa. I sleep in the ceiling.
So I guess here's the thing: is there are some nasties. I think what we can maybe try to do is go for like another 30 minutes, because we're doing our game later. We actually have an extra hour. Our other game starts an hour later, so we've got enough time. If you guys bump into something nasty, we should have time for you to resolve that in whatever way.
Make it go away.
Yes.
Make it dead. Most likely.
We can do diplomacy. Wait.
Sword diplomacy.
Yeah. Violent diplomacy is the best kind of diplomacy.
The best diplomacy is a good offense.
Yes. Let's see. All right. So, Pasta? Oh, no. It's Kelsey. Oh, sorry. Are you back yet? No. R&D? No. Okay. We'll just give him a couple more minutes. Yeah, so I guess in terms of the length of this, I think that if you guys should, depending on how things go, you should be able to wrap up in the next session. You won't be wrapping up tonight.
Okay.
But, actually, while we're here, why doesn't, and let's see, let me figure out what you're going to need to roll for it, because I do have something I need you to cover anyway, and while we're waiting, this is a good use of our time. Okay. Can you guys roll me a perception? Anyone who's around.
Oh, wow. I rolled terribly.
I am rolling really good tonight.
All right. So Slurp, when you came to the edge of the first deep pool, the cavern or the void, the void left by the void water being drained back, you noticed actually. So there's kind of different levels of stones. It's kind of like if you had little stalagmites inside of these deeper pools, and on one of them, just within your reach, you notice something kind of flap. It's not quite shiny, but there was a movement that didn't look like it was just something natural. It kind of fluttered like an inanimate object. Kind of gave you a little bit of a flutter on it.
I guess I should tell that to the rest so they can pick it up, because I can't.
Correct.
No hands.
Slurp, no hands.
Mm-hmm.
All slurp, no hands. All slurp, no hands.
So what do you want to do about it? Who are you going to tell? Yep.
I'm gonna, the only person I can tell is anyway, so.
Okay.
And I will relay it to everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, anything sounding vaguely magical sounds like something I should try and pick up without thinking about it for too long.
Okay, well, it's kind of far away from the lip. It would be something that Ellie could probably go and fly down.
I mean, I also have climbing gear, so.
Yeah, if you want to touch the slimy sides. Yeah.
Touch the slimy
I'll fly
side.
down and get it. But Eliwick's not going to be happy about it.
Well,
Poor Eliwick.
hope she doesn't get eaten.
So when you get down there, what you see is like a collection of papers that have been put inside something that was meant to keep them safe. But over the course of maybe the bats flapping and fluttering, whatever, it's sort of like there was a pouch that has sort of fallen open. And what you see inside are some pages, but you can't read them just with your dark vision. You actually need to get somewhere near the light to be able to properly make it out.
Okay, I fly it back up, and I hand it over to whoever wants it.
Yeah. So who's got candlelight, actually?
I do.
The only human.
Okay. So what you see on it are things written in common. Who does everyone? I take it everyone speaks.
Everyone, you do that automatically.
Yep. So you guys gather around the candlelight, and what you notice is handwriting. On the top it says, "To share with Derenith and Terrace when I have more proof." And there's an entry dated from 7 months ago. And it says, "Caught a few of the miners whispering at the void pools something about a black sun."
Oh.
And then there's another entry dated underneath that from 6 months ago. "Overheard Yonda, Barian, and Roust talking about Aelith and a ceremony at the cathedral." And then underneath
I
that,
knew it was the freaking priest.
there is another one dated from 3 months ago. "Interrupted Aaron Two-Fist and Thomas the Oak, talking about drinking from the well of the dark power." And then
I knew they were drinking from the frickin' pools.
the last entry is from 2 months ago. And it says, "Karen, Roford, and Brick wandered into work at midday, late and looking dazed. Their lips and fingers look stained by something." And that's the last entry.
Oh. Well,
I
then.
think it's the priest guy.
Shoved in a pit.
If you're drinking from the void water, clap your hands.
All right, so I think we're all accounted for and present. So I think we're ready to pick up again.
Yeah.
Right. What do you guys want to do?
I mean,
Go kill that freaking priest, but as of right now,
I say follow the mysterious sound.
Yeah.
Never least something
Yeah.
that's not interesting.
Yeah.
True. I agree.
No.
Fine.
To the mysterious sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is how we all die.
Well,
Oh, don't.
I think it was sort of echoing. I don't know if you could locate it. It was somewhere in the cave. It was somewhere, it's a big hard surfaces. It's a lot of bouncing. I don't know if you could really get a precise location on the sound because of the way that the sound bounces around the room.
Can the rest of us hear it now that Liliwick has pointed it out, or?
When you guys started talking quite loudly, then you listened, but you didn't hear it anymore.
Well, guess
I'm telling you, someone's in here.
we're in here.
Kill it. Find a priest.
Maybe it's not a cube.
I mean,
Hold on. I'm gonna shout hello in Jelenese.
All right, there's a sound that comes from Slurp, and it echoes throughout the cavern.
And
It
it's just,
bounces around from the top to the sides and comes back at you from the back of some distant, darkened wall that you can't see yet, but you know is there. And then all you hear is silence.
How rude.
I'm telling you, Slurp, it's not another Joe.
Oh, I was hoping.
oh, don't have a
Oh.
lot of friends, do you, buddy?
It's hard. It's not easy being clear.
Don't go to the yearly slime convention.
No, it's hard
That's
out here for a gel.
Well, I guess we should go look
Yeah.
around.
Lead us. You go first, my friend.
So as a reminder, you've got the lip of a dark area to your right that you can see. All you can see is that it drops off. It looks to be about the same. Oh, by the way, I should explain. The pit in front of you, now that you have come to the edge of it, its length is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's about 30 feet across and about equally wide. So you're looking about a drop of a 30 by 30 length where it drops off. And you can't see because the hole that's to your right it disappears into darkness. It's out. The whole entire thing is outside of your field of vision, but it looks to be about similar in its size.
I could maybe get a rope over that, but it'd be risky.
You can walk. So there's about 10, 25 feet between. So the hole in front of you is a big center hole, and then there's about 25 feet on each side. Remember, the entire length is about 70.
Okay, so we can just walk around.
Okay. You don't have to cross it. Yeah.
Guys.
Yes.
If these pools of void water are what this supervisor, or whatever he may have been, described as the pool of dark power, do we really need to worry about light anymore?
I mean, if we want to get paid, we kind
I'd
of
still
do.
like to get paid.
Yeah.
But I do not care about the
evil.
church. I do want to bring Madame Kukuri back.
Also, we might not want to, like, we don't know what happens if we deletes it all, makes it all weird. Maybe that's bad.
If it explodes, that would be an issue. Probably a thing we should have asked about.
I don't think it explodes.
For now,
I think it just
probably safe.
evaporates.
It is probably
Well, like,
safe to follow
turns
the
back.
precautions.
Well,
I think
the
all this
corpses
has to
didn't
do-
explode when their void water insides were exposed to the light.
Yeah, fair point.
I think they would have mentioned it if it explodes.
Yeah, probably would have mentioned it, wouldn't I?
Also, no reason to piss whatever dark powers are in here off immediately.
Yeah, let's try and stab it in the back before we stab it in the front, I guess.
Alright, so are you guys approaching? Are you going around the left side, the right side? Where I'm still not entirely sure where the party is. You're right now basically.
I'm following the
You've kind of still come down where you are at the basket from where I have you in my head, and Slurp has kind of gone forward to the lip of the first hole. But beyond then, you guys haven't moved. So if I
Okay, well,
just FYI.
Well, I'd say keep a wall in sight, so at least we can't be blindsided from at least one direction.
good point. I will
I was
go.
about-
Yes.
I was about to say, usually in these kind of situations, the best thing to do is to hug a wall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bend over and
So-
kiss your ass. Bye.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, I think I will go. Since I'm sort of leading here, I will leading the charge. I will go a bit back so I still have more of the wall, and we'll go to the right towards the other hole and have a look.
Okay, so as you approach, you notice that there is a
Are the
stalagmite.
rest of you coming along?
We're following you, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
Following the leader. The
Okay,
leader.
so as you make your way around on the right side, around the deep cavern hole that's in the middle of the floor, you come to a stalagmite that takes up looks like about 20 feet across. So you're gonna have to pick to stay closer to the wall, or you're gonna have to go around the stalagmite and between the stalagmite and where the other the hole that you just passed was. So do you want to go left or do you want to go kind of right to get around the stalagmite?
Between the
wouldn't
stalagmite
Slurp
and the
just
wall.
dissolve it?
It's
And
massive. It's 20 feet
It's stone.
in
Also,
diameter.
I can't dissolve stone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would be falling through the floor right now.
No.
Okay.
That's
so
silly.
Let's put ourselves the stalagmite between us and the hole.
Ditto.
yeah. That sounds like the safest bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you hug the wall, I guess you're going to have to kind of get a bit more in a single file line. You can go 2 people across. There's about 10 feet. So you're sort of, like your line now is a little bit thinner. And then as you get closer you sort of continue to hug the wall. As you approach the lip of the next hole, what's a good way of, I can't, like, I want to say
Well.
pothole. Yeah, like a well, kind of like, oh, yes. Well, it's an emptied out, like the last one was emptied out, so it's the remains of a pool, I guess.
Pit of doom.
Yeah, pit. A pit would be a good way of describing it. Yes, it actually narrows even further. So at this point, you really only have 5 feet across. You can make your way past using the wall on your right side, but it's going to be kind of a steep drop to your left after about, say, 7.5 feet. If you guys go in a single file line, you can certainly make it. Or you can follow the pit around and see if you can get around a different way.
Let's just do single file.
Yeah.
Straightforward. I mean, forward, never straight.
Gondola.
All right. So as Slurp goes first, Dave goes second, and you start to hear the sound again. It's a very sludgy sound, a slurpy sound, a sort of sticky, bubbly, thick sound, and out of the lip from across. So as you look down, those of you with dark vision see a slimy, gelatinous form move up over the lip onto the ground surface where you are, and I need you guys to roll initiative.
Like, is it in front of us, or?
Nope, it's coming up from the wall underneath in the pit. It's basically been underneath where if you look down, you can't look all the way like straight down, you look to the angles, and it's coming up basically directly under where you guys are.
And
I
of
rolled
course, he
kind of
fucking
Okay,
gets it.
what the fuck? How the fuck do I, well, to be
Great
like,
initiative. Wait to
how the
You
fuck
rolled
do I
such a
keep
good
rolling?
initiative this time.
waste the crit.
I've rolled so many fucking crits.
Okay.
Nothing. Keep rolling them.
Oh, fucking Karen. Why is Karen on my turn order?
Because
Oh.
uh,
Okay, she's Karen. Yeah. I don't even have a Karen on this page. Where is it even linking?
no, it's because it's copying it from the like it hasn't emptied out from the last fight.
Okay. I had this problem last time, but it doesn't seem to be a problem this time. Okay, so I need to hold on one second. Oh, you guys, do you see the initiative order? Am I on the right? Can you see it where?
No.
From you?
The
Okay.
turn
nothing.
order's there, but it's empty at the moment.
All right. Well, I can see it. So, okay, I know. Remove all turn orders clearly. Slurp, did you roll an 18?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
I rolled 20.
I'm gonna clear the list then.
You rolled a 23. Don't lie to her.
I mean, he rolled
Well,
a 20.
I rolled a 20. It's a nat 20, so.
Oh.
Okay. Shoo.
Well, I guess that doesn't actually matter in initiative, so yeah, 23.
Yeah.
R&D, can you give me advice? How do I manually add turns for people? Do I?
You can. So if you go to like the little clockwork thing at the bottom where you
Yep.
like deleted all the things,
Mhm.
you can. There should be a spot
Oh,
for
add a
like
custom?
adding. Yeah,
Got
and
it.
just put in a name and then hit enter, and then it'll. Yeah, it'll put them
Okay.
in the order, and yeah, then you're gonna have to enter the numbers manually as well.
Okay, got it. All right, I can do
Nah.
that. You
Yeah.
guys can see
Supposed to be
that?
like that number?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, awesome. This is working. I don't know. Should I? If I no, I'm not going to tell you what it is that you're fighting at, because then you're going to be able to plan. And I want you to learn from your experience, unless you have to see it first. Maybe somebody will recognize it. You have to roll for it. Who am I?
I will
Cookie?
say,
Mhm.
Cookie goes straight after Kogori, right?
Yes, in the turn order. And who am I missing? Eliwick, right?
yeah.
And the thing.
Yes. Yes, it is with a Y. Okay, I had it. I was like, is it a Y or an I? It's a Y. And then
Thing.
I will say that as soon as Eliwick sees that thing, she's gonna like squeal.
yes, I think that's a very smart thing to be doing. Okay.
I'm still not entirely sure where it is in relation to us.
Right. So when you guys went single file, you can look when you are standing there. The thing is like there's a little bit of ground, and then there's the drop off, right? And when you see that your line of vision, you can't see straight down it unless you go and look over the side, right? So where it's come from is it's basically hanging on the wall of the pit under you, out of your vision until it pops up.
Well, if it's 5 feet wide, then I'm automatically looking straight down it. I'm automatically leaning over it.
Except it waited until you passed.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not
So it's
interested in
behind
you. It's not interested in Slurp.
Oh,
wrong
so
one.
it's
And I'd like to
behind
point out
Slurp.
Valithus would be going before Cookery.
Yeah, hold on. I have to, I've got a whole bunch of rules here. Initiative. I have to find, where is James? There's Dave. Okay, sorry, Dave is at 10. I'm still hand entering these, sorry. Where did James go? Where's your James? What's your roll, James? Can you tell me?
19.12.
Okay, just 19 is good enough. 7 for Cookery. Got that. Valifus, you are at 7 as well?
Wait, why is my... Because I rolled 22.16, not a 10.
Okay, yep, 22 then. Sorry, Dave. Who's got the...
I'm at 13.
Yes. Sorry, it's not letting me change this now. 22. Okay, there we go. 22. There you go. What did you say, Eliwick?
13.
13. It's a lot to keep track of here. Okay, and Cookie goes with you, so they're
Yeah,
also
Cookie's got this. Change this. Yeah, we share
7.
initiative.
Yes. Yeah. Come on, 7. And Valifus, sorry, remind me where you are in the order. You.
Just
9?
above Cookery. It's 7.20.
Oh, okay.
It says 7.2, but it's 7.20 because my dex score is 20.
All right, so I'll give you 8. Basically, I'll round it up to 8 to make them different. So, all right, and I need to roll my initiative as well.
Yes. Well, there's only one of them, so.
Okay, I got a
As
natural.
far as you know, don't say these things.
Well, actually, I was
Only
gonna
one
say.
of them is in trouble.
What I was gonna say is because we don't have the token, we can't keep track of the health of the hit points now.
Oh, that's true. I will keep track of them, so we'll add them up till we get to the number. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I bet it's going to reach for me since I'm the one that heard it.
So it does get a surprise attack. And in the order, let's see, it would be attacking either Valifus or Dave. I'm trying to think. I'll roll a dice and figure out which one of you it is. Like evens or odds. Evens it goes for Dave's. Odds it goes for Valifus. Evens it goes for Dave. So yes, Dave, you are basically a large, black, sludgy protrusion comes out of the darkness, aiming at your feet, and because you have a ridiculously high AC, it misses.
Ooh.
All right, so that's its sneak attack round. Now,
Can you order the turn order?
let me see. Descending? No, ascending.
There we
Actually.
go.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. That was its sneak attack round. Now you guys, yeah, Slurp, you're up.
So is it still like next to him? Or like did it go back down?
No, it's sort of it's from what you can see, it's reached up, it's sort of like moving its way up into the pathway. It's almost like it's going to try to cut you guys, your party, in two. So it's basically like a slimy, sludgy ooze that is making its way up, and it did a sort of a reach attack to get him first, but because of his AC.
So So the order here of people walking is me and then Dave and then it's in. But okay,
Yeah.
But is it in between them or where is it?
So yeah, basically you've went past it, and it's to the point now where it's kind of like it went for Dave as second, but Valifus is also in its range.
Okay, so it's basically in between them, so I can't get to it.
Nah, well, I mean, how far is your reach?
5 feet.
Yeah, I don't think so. It basically wasn't interested in you, which is why it let you past. It wants fleshy
Oh
things.
wait, hold on. I have a climb speed of 5 feet. I can go down the side and attack it.
Yeah, if you want to go down 5 feet, you can slide down on the wall.
I will
Or you
use
can
my-
go up 5 feet along the wall.
Well, it's hanging in the pit, so it's sort of.
it's in there, so like I wouldn't be able to attack it from above. I would have to move into your space, and that would probably be bad. Yours or Dave's space.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to rage, and then I'm gonna crawl, like slurp down the side of the pit and go and attack it. Like I'm stuck to the side of the pit now, next to it, and I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, so your movement, it's when you slide down, it's a total of 5.
I have a climbing speed of 5, so every 1 feet of movement takes 5 feet of movement.
Okay, and your total movement is 20 or 25?
30.
30. Okay, yep, then you could reach it.
Okay. And I am gonna. There's probably no point in trying to engulf it if it's also made of goo.
Correct. It's also a large creature. I don't know what size creatures.
Oh, okay. No, then I can't.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it. Does 20 hit?
Yes, 20 will hit.
10 acid.
Okay, so when you hit it with your acid attack, you notice that it doesn't do anything. Also, what is your reaction to acid attacks? Are you vulnerable to acid?
I'm currently resisting it
Okay.
because I'm raging.
Okay. So when you make a connection with it, as you hit it, you take. Let's see. That's a hit. Actions. Right. Creature that touches it or hits it within 5 feet takes 1d8 acid. So that's a 6. Do you cut that in half?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I am useless, guys. I can't do anything against it.
Well,
It's not
That's
resistant. Also, can I just get a ruling? Immunity is no damage, right? It's not resistant to acid. It's
Immunity is
immune.
no damage. If it's immune to acid, I cannot damage it. All my attacks are acid because I have no way of holding a weapon, so all I can do is hit it. So I am entirely useless right now.
Well, who said you were useful before?
That's your turn.
Yeah. The only thing I could do is will stay here, because I can still attack. I can still attack it and use sentinels. I can still keep it in place.
That works.
So
You could also
If it's-
just help other people. Like you can use the help action to help.
that is true.
So you have a couple of options of things you can.
Yeah, but currently I'm not gonna use my extra attack because there's no point in damaging myself more. So
And we're just a clarification. We're super confined right now, right? Like
You're basically, the way you guys chose to go is you're in a line. Behind you is a wall. In front of you is a pit. You don't know how deep, and something is jumping up to attack you out of it.
all right. Fucking shitballs.
I'm thinking about doing something crazy.
By the way, what was I going to ask? I was Slurp, did you want to... I guess I shouldn't encourage you to do this, but did you want to roll to see if you can figure out what it is?
sure.
Okay, so let me
What do
think.
you want me to
What's... I don't have a sheet up. What is a good knowledge-based...
Nature or Arcana?
Yeah,
probably
nature.
would-
Nature, if you
Well,
want to
depends
do...
on what kind of creature it is, but yeah.
I think it would probably best to do... It makes most sense to do a nature, but if you want to do Arcana, either one of those.
Okay, well, that's up to you.
Oh, you want to do
will
nature?
Arcana.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
I
I'll
know.
do Arcana.
Okay.
13.
I think you would recognize a black pudding.
Oh.
So
Okay,
you're
well-
right. It was a Slurpee. It was an ooze
Hmm.
in the same kind of family as you. So
Okay.
It just
well,
ignored you.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. Instead of using the rest of my action to attack, I will shout. I will tell Eliwick what it is.
okay. Right. So okay. So yep. I guess I can change it now. You guys know that you're fighting. So yeah. Next up is Dave. Dave, what do you want to do?
Okay, having seen Slurp try and attack it and take damage himself, he is going to run away a bit.
You can't though. You can't move.
Yeah, yes, he can. There's nothing in front of him. I've moved out of the way.
Yeah, Slurp dropped down to the edge of the pit.
Oh, so he can move forward. He just can't move back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run forward a bit. I assume he gets attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, No, you're too quick for him. You're light fit, like doing a moonwalk almost, but forwards. And you just slide out of the opportunity attack as you go by.
And then I am just gonna try and hit him with my longbow.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Assume that 19 hits.
Yep.
9 piercing, and then second attack. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And a 12.
That does. Actually, that does also hit. These are pretty squishy.
Whew. Yeah, well,
7?
1, 7, so 7, yeah.
So a total of 16. Okay, so as you see the arrows go into it, you notice that they immediately start to melt or bubble as the acid in them, as sort of a reactant like acid. You're not getting those arrows back.
Quick question: does like only the wood dissolve, or also the metal?
Metal dissolves, the wood, everything so far that it goes in and you just see bubbling.
Guys, maybe watch out attacking that with weapons that can, dissolve. Don't want somebody to suddenly be without a sword.
I'm useless.
Actually, it's got its attack next. So the next, so Dave's dodged away. It's gonna go after Valifus since you're the next meaty thing that it can see. 15 is under your armor class, so it also misses you. This ledge is very difficult for it to get a good solid attack. So it comes swinging at you, but having watched it attack Dave twice now, you were prepared for how it moved, and so you deftly step out of its reach, pressing yourself up against the wall. James, yes, you are at the back of the line. Yep. So actually, where you are, you're watching this happen about 4 people up, and so if you wanted to, you could go around, or you could stay where you are. You could hold your action, whatever you do. You don't even, whatever you decide.
I'm gonna go ahead and hold my action, because even if I were to do anything, like I can't attack him because my claws, he'll dissolve them.
Okay.
Well, aren't they made of like elemental?
I don't want to test that theory. I run the risk of losing, I don't know, an arm.
Is there anything you want to hold your action for? You have to kind of hold it for a thing to happen.
See if I can move forward.
To see if you can move forward? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any other options I can do? What the hell? What else?
So, we're gonna. I'll have that for your held action for this round. Next up,
thanks.
Yeah, is Eliwick. You are in the middle of the pack. You've just seen this thing, the slime-sounding source, come up and go after Dave twice. Go for Valifus, and you are standing next to Mr. Cookery and Cookie.
Okay, is there because with Thunderwave, I have a 15-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's originating from me.
Uh-huh.
So, is there a way?
Yeah, we're within 15 foot of me.
I'm gonna go suicide witch. I'm gonna fly down, and I have a fly speed of 40 now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fly right up to it and use thunder wave on it. I'm gonna try my best not to hit Slurp.
Oh yes, because he's basically right next to it. So there's really no way.
I'm gonna try to position myself to where the cube like hits it.
Yeah, you basically want the corner of the cube. You basically want the corner of the cube.
But I also want it to hit him downward, so it's pushing, because it can push it 10 feet away, but I want to push it 10 feet down into the pit.
If you fly up, you should be able to fly up and just have one corner hit him and not me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so go ahead. And is that a wisdom saving throw, or how does that spell work?
It's a constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me check their con bonus. Okay, and your spell DC is, I've got it here, it's 15, so...
Yes.
All right, see if it makes its con save here. Oh yeah, well, you the spell goes off perfectly, but it just sort of seems to absorb it, and it ripples through. It, by the way, yeah, it got like a 19.
Okay, so it takes half damage now.
Okay.
And isn't pushed.
Okay. And what is that damage? Can you go ahead and roll that?
I'm gonna cast it at the 3rd level.
Next time, yeah, tell me what you do before, what level before, not after. I mean, it's just so you can't, you know, just for fairness. You shouldn't be able to pick your level after you hit. You'd have to decide that before.
Oh,
so.
yeah, I had preemptively, like, in my head, chosen 3rd level, but I forgot to say it out loud.
It's, yeah, totally, we're gonna accept it this round. I'm just saying, yeah, like I just realized I didn't ask you, and it has, so that's a total of 19?
Yeah, so
half?
to half of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
9. Okay. So.
No, it's 18. It's 19.
Yeah, divided in half because it made it save.
No, okay, yeah, you said it weird. Okay.
Yeah, because well, I mean, 19 you have to round down, so it would be like basically like 18 or something. So okay. All right.
Yeah, and then Eliwick's gonna fly back up to safety.
Okay, that's a smart move. All right, Valifus, you've seen all this heading going on. What do you want to do?
Valifus is going to shoot it with her packed longbow.
Okay. That hits.
And activating Eldritch Smite as well.
Okay. All right, and it's force.
Question. No.
Yep. Okay, so that's a total of 23?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Okay, all right. You guys have noticed that it's wobbling now. It looks like it's having it doesn't look like it's about to die, but it looks like it's having a hard time keeping its form. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Valifus? Are you still there?
Oh no, did we lose someone else?
She's still in the call.
Just can't hear her.
Hello.
Hello. Good. Well, she kicked ass.
Darkness, smile.
Yeah.
friend.
Oh, you're muted. Now you're unmuted. Okay. Not sure where your sound went. This is weird.
That is very odd.
Can you type in the chat if there is something else that you wanted to do with your turn? Because we can see you we can still see things in the chat if you type. And you're still, you're still in roll 20. Does anyone have a problem if we rewind back to Valifus's turn, if we move ahead, if there's more that she wanted to do?
No, that's fine.
More that Alhana
No,
wanted to do? Okay. All right, we are up to Ms. Yokokari and Cookie.
All right. I do not want to lose Cookie. Monsieur Kukuri just takes a step out into the pit, and he can fly, which is something he has been keeping from you all. So
Everyone's like, what?
yeah, he just kind of flies out to a little bit farther away, and just
We can do a side flank.
they suggest we maybe go down. And then he's going to take a couple of carrots out of his backpack, put him in his crossbow, and we're going to 2 crossbow shots at him.
Okay.
The thing. So, 8, I'm sure does not hit.
That does not.
And a 17.
That does.
This is why you don't use carrots.
Oh, that is awful.
Okay. By the way, you guys notice that as you're getting closer to it and interacting with it, it has the same kind of black, oily glisten to it as the void water you guys have seen in the pool, in the vials that you've been...
It's a void. It's a void ooze.
Void ooze.
That's a cool name.
Yes.
Anything else? Did you have anything else you wanted to do with
It's
your
a
turn,
void
Cookie?
pudding.
Okay.
No, I'll have Cookie come stand next to me.
Oh, does
Or
Cookie fly
yeah.
too?
Yep, Cookie can fly.
It has little wings.
It's got wings.
Oh, sweet.
It's a little
We can
wing
both
cat.
fly. Yeah.
All right, so Slurp, you are hanging on the pit wall next to an enemy that you can't damage, but can damage you. What would you like
I
to
can
do?
try and shove it down.
You want to do like a
I can do a
grappling
shove,
check?
shove attack.
Okay, if you'd like to.
Like if but I'm not sure how much help that's gonna be. Yeah, no, I'm gonna use a help action and like try and distract it so the next person to attack it gets advantage.
Okay, all right, excellent. Dave, we're back to you.
Okay. Well, just gonna shoot it.
Okay,
Advantage, that's a 13.
okay, that hits.
11 damage.
Okay.
Then one more shot. Damn it.
No, that one actually does hit. Its AC is pretty
one
low.
hit.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
squishy.
And boop, another 9 damage.
All right. It is looking, yes, it's starting to get holes in it. It's sizzling everywhere. It's not looking very happy. It's looking like it's trying to maybe bit off a bit more than it could chew, trying to get some dinner here.
Hey, Kristi.
Yes.
After I moved out of the way, can James move now? I know that they're
Oh,
moving their action.
I never
Yes, you're
heard.
right. There is space now. Basically, the way I have it is Slurp is down in the pit. Dave has stepped forward. There is a gap between Dave and Valifus. And then because of where you moved, and Eliwick being quite small, James could move up to where Valifus is. And Cookie is also out of the way. But James was last. So there's like Eliwick. Oh no, Eliwick flew. I don't know where she flew back to afterwards. So yes, in theory, James could move up to where Valifus is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have to wait until my next turn to do that.
Well, you held your action, didn't you?
Yeah, you don't hold movement.
That's right. You can't hold movement. Barr. You're right. Okay. So since what the black pudding is going to do is it can move 20 feet, and it doesn't have to worry about checks. So it's going to move away from Slurp and occupy.
I'm gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. You can roll attack of opportunity.
I will, because if I hit it, I might take damage, but it's gonna be stuck here because of Sentinel.
Okay.
Why do you want to keep it stuck here?
So we
Because
can kill it.
if we concentrate it, if it wants to go somewhere, that's bad.
Yep, you kept it in place. So it still
Cool.
can reach out 5 feet to attack Valifus.
But it's stuck here, and I presumably take a D8 in damage.
Oh yeah, also you're right. So let me, you basically will, because if you touch it or you have a melee attack, you get a D8 in damage. So let me get out my D8. You take, I thought it was a 1. It was a 7. Sorry. It's 7 points of damage.
So free.
And Valifus, it hits you for, it's got a 22. So that is a 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning. So that's 9 bludgeoning. And this is going to be painful. So can someone, I don't know who's keeping track of, if I think Valifus said they lost all sound. Can someone keep track of her?
I'll do that.
All right.
How much bludgeoning did you say?
9 total.
Okay.
You hear the sound of a lot of dice. That's not a good sound. Oh, wow. For 48, she got off light. 2, 4, 6, 7 acid damage. That could have been so much worse. So much worse.
Okay, I have it written down.
Okay. That is its turn. It is hungry. It's looking for some meat. Oh, and trying to think. No, sorry. Also, non-magical armor takes a -1 AC penalty. So also, can you note down, Micro, that if I don't think I checked I checked everybody's armor. I don't think anybody had magical armor except maybe Eliwick, who had the cloak of the bat, but I don't know if that counts as
that's not armor.
No, it's just a cloak.
So,
yeah.
It's just magical armor.
Technically have magical armor.
Lay
It's
down.
like literally just shiny. That's the only magical thing about it.
Yeah, your plate wasn't magical. Yes.
Well, no. If it has, it doesn't have to be like a +1. It just has to be magical, I think.
Yeah, it's gleaming armor. Like it's just perpetually shiny.
So it is magical. So it wouldn't affect you.
No, it's not magical. It just says half plate in your inventory.
Oh, but it is
gleaming half plate. Sure.
Yeah, it's gleaming.
Okay, we'll talk about that afterwards, I guess. Okay, so Valifus's AC is now at 17.
I have noted that it's gone down 1.
Okay. All right. That is the black pudding. Next up is James.
All right, now I can finally move. Let's see. Do I want to actually attack? So I move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with where Belafis is.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yay! Welcome back. I mean, we've got bad news for you. I mean, you're not dead.
No, I mean, it's not that much damage.
Not dead, but
Micro, do you want to do the numbers?
In rock
you took 16 damage overall. 9 of them were bludgeoning, and 7 of them were acid damage. And your AC has been reduced by 1.
Okie dokie. So 16 overall.
Ha ha ha.
46. And AC's now 17. Okie dokie.
Okay. Yeah, so we were to James.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go into a rage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Rage Claw. This might hurt me. But we'll try it. But that does not hit.
Actually, it does. They're super squishy.
Oh, okay.
Literally.
What kind of damage is that?
Piercing, I
You
would
guys
assume.
ever decided?
Piercing or slashing, I would assume.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I thought we decided slashing damage because you weren't punching straight in. You were like clawing, right?
Right. Slashing
All right.
damage.
Great. Okay, so you do hit, and it's at that 9 damage. Also, when you slash it, you notice that it splits in 2, and now you have 2 black puddings.
Fuck.
Also,
God damn it.
Interesting.
also you touched it, so you are going to take just 2 acid damage.
The weapon touched it.
If it's hit by slashing damage, it
Okay.
splits in 2. Yeah.
No. What I mean is they didn't technically touch it. They just like the claws went through it, but their hand didn't.
Well, it was a slashing
Yeah, but my
damage.
claws are attached to me.
Yeah, it says a creature that hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet, and you have to claw it to be. So that's It's just
It's like splash damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
okay. But they're just 2 little baby ones now. They're pretty. They're looking pretty small.
Wait, if you keep slashing it, it's gonna turn into nothing. It's
Okay.
gonna be thousands of little things that can't hit us.
James looks at what he's done and contemplates.
Not quite. I believe the way it works with like puddings is each one is a size larger, and it can't split if it's below medium sized.
It was a
Yeah.
large. It was a large one to start out with.
Yeah,
So we
I've
now have
kind of
two.
figured it was something like that.
So we now have 2
2 mediums.
mediums,
Correct.
and then
So-
so each one can only split once more.
Goes, not doing anymore. Not doing this again.
No more splashing damage.
You could attempt to poke it, like poke it and try and do a piercing damage, I guess.
Okay, well, in that case, so I'm gonna do claws, which is different from my rage claws, because
Only in damage.
rage claws does
It's the
piercing
same.
damage.
No, they're the same. It's just one's
No,
for
it
when
does-
you're ranged, one's for when you are in rage, and one's when you're not. So you're in
But
rage.
if I do, it says piercing damage on my thing.
Yeah,
Well, that doesn't
because we
matter.
hadn't decided what kind of damage it was.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
there
did
are-
this wrong.
Because they're a versatile weapon, because you can slash with them or you can
Yeah.
punch with them for
Yeah. Okay,
piercing.
Fine. And I'm not touching a thing. I'm done. I'm not doing anymore.
I'm glad. I wanted to see that happen, so you made the DM happy.
Well, I'm glad
Ooh, I
I
got
made the
2.
DM happy. James is going, fuck, motherfucker, fuck, fucking shit, damn,
Why?
Like, why does this always happen to me?
All right.
Oh,
So, is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
James steps back a couple, steps away from the 2 void pies, void puddings,
I like
and
void
goes,
pies.
I did, the 2 void puddings, and went, I did nothing.
Does that mean I get an attack of opportunity if you're moving away from me?
They
Am I
do.
right?
Yeah.
I get it
Wait,
twice because you've just.
I strike that. I was about to say, not doing
Hold on.
shit.
Hold on. Is it so? Question: like, is there now one that's like on the side and one that's like like further down? Because you can't have 2 medium creatures within the same space.
No. Basically, it's split down the middle. Is how I'm thinking about it space-wise. So there's one now unique one that's near you, and now there's basically one between you and another one on the other side of the
okay.
wall. So it kind of like split down the middle. Is how I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so there's 2 that are sitting on the side of the wall, like one right in front of me, and then 5 feet over. Okay.
Yeah, because I kind of imagine when she punched down, she was punching down to slice.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, I like how you assumed that I was punching down.
Well, because it's kind of was on the lip. He held it in place, so you had to like reach down and
Okay.
try to slash at it that way.
Oh, see, I was imagining I was slashing across, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know with how you would be able to get that much range to slash across. That's why. Well, yeah.
I'm very tiny. I go
Okay. Even if it's split in half, yeah, it has a. It could just literally
Hold on, you can
slide
still-
up.
Hold on. Isn't it, if I remember correctly, isn't it a reaction for it to split?
It just says if hit by or slashing damage. I'm not giving you all its stats. It splits in
No.
2. That's all it says.
It's not a reaction.
Okay,
It is a reaction.
Yeah. Is it? I thought it was just a thing. Like, I don't think it counts. Well, at the end of the day, if Kristi says it's not a reaction, it's not a reaction.
Yeah, of course. I just like seem to remember reading because I looked at the old uses when I made slurp.
I mean, I don't mind if you guys don't mind just having me looking up. I've got, I think, the page set here. Or actually, let's see. It says perception, amorphous, corrosive. I did pull it up as an NPC, but I'm not used to using actions. Oh, you're right. It is a reaction. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
they wouldn't be getting any attacks of opportunity from him
No,
moving
so
away.
you can pull away, James, if you want to get away.
Okay, cool.
That's fair.
and
I don't mind
thank-
being called on what's fair. So yeah, that's.
Well, no,
I-
I just occurred to me because I looked into it when I made Slurp.
Yeah,
I
I
looked
have
at all those.
I have actions and hit on my notes, but I just have split.
Hmm.
I didn't add reactions as a
That's
category
fair.
above
That's
it.
fair.
So.
And move away slowly.
Okay, fine. Yes, I didn't. I had my. I handwrote out my notes because it helps me remember things rather than just trying to look it up on the NPC sheet. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So next up is Eliwick. What you gonna do?
Okay,
girl?
so I'm gonna do the same thing with Thunderwave.
Okay.
Only trying to hit the 2 of them,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it at 2nd level.
Okay.
There we go. I'll save the thing.
All right. So they have to. Let me slide up and see what their bonus is for. It's Constitution, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Constitution. They have actually pretty decent Constitution. But not this time. They both fail.
Okay, and I'm pushing them 10 feet down the pit,
Okay.
away from us, so we can like try to escape or something.
All right. And how do you want to dole out this damage? Do you want me to put it half on each? Is that how you're thinking about it?
They both get full.
Oh, okay. Well, as you push, you notice that they seem to entirely lose their ability to hold together, and rather than being pushed down as a blob, they just sort of flatten and start to melt and slide down. You've just killed 2 little baby black puddings.
And what I want Eliwick to say as she's doing this in Gelatinese, she's gonna say, "You two are so rude for ignoring Slurp."
As those words or that so sounds echo around the cavern, you hear more slurping sounds. And that is where I think we will leave it.
And Eliwick
Literally a cliffhanger for me.
Indeed.
So void water is black pudding droppings.
Basically, yeah. I mean, if it's left on its own a little bit. I mean, I don't want a fourth wall break, so I'm gonna. It's so hard for me to not talk to you guys about all of this stuff that I'm doing and thinking about.
Damn it, the main enemy is one I can't damage.
At least I'm glad I have Thunder Wave now.
Theoretically, could I like put like the points of like my arrows like on Slurp so he can like use them to stab people? Like
Run into it.
weapon?
Well, I can't hold things.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
you put them at the end of like your pseudopod and just stab with it.
I think that would count as holding something.
Well, you can take it into you and spit it out.
Yeah, I like that idea more. That like I can do like ranged attacks by like shoot like if you load a load of ball bearings in me, I can like shoot them out.
Ball bearings.
Can I
go in
say-
eventually.
Can I say something that kind of surprised me from the last? Since you guys mentioned it, do you remember Mr. Cookery, which you picked up after the battle with the cultists?
The 2 daggers.
They all had 2+2 daggers.
Yep.
But only one.
I mean, that's why I don't know why no one else picked up.
I don't know why no one else
+2
picked up.
daggers. Like I'm gonna pick up the shiny daggers that are extra cool.
I'm a +1 paper, it's better.
Yeah, but if you was just thinking now how you want to like basically turn Slurp into a dog collar with spikes.
Oh yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
could
me
have. You could have just
Well, the
like
problem is-
filled him
I
up
would-
with +2 daggers and had him rush the
problem
black
is
pudding.
I would eat the handles.
Yeah, well, probably it would
Okay.
take you a round or two, right?
I mean, most of them have like a steel tang, it would work.
Fine.
Even if the handle is gone.
You are
that's right.
overthinking this thing. Just swallow things and don't be thrown at stuff.
Yeah.
Stop overthinking things.
Yeah, there's nothing that says that I can't hold like have an item in me and like throw it out of me, I guess, and try and do ranged attacks. Just fill me up with junk and I will go like Pirates of the Caribbean on them with, like when they load their the cannons with junk with like forks and stuff.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and just have him throw himself at the black pudding.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that session.
It was fun.
Cool.
But technical issues aside.
Oh, I know. I guess
It's not
theater.
your fault.
Yeah, I worked. Like I said, I worked so hard, but theater of the mind. We'll sort it out for next time. I guess the one in the church worked, right? Though you guys only saw.
Yeah, we didn't see. We never saw any of the copies. We only saw ourselves. We only ever saw one.
We only saw the inside of the church and
Correct.
ourselves.
Yes. Okay, that's how I wanted that to look. So maybe if I can recreate that, I think I did the fog of war effect for that. So I can look at doing that in maybe sections for the rest of this map. I'll rework it for next week. Yeah. So otherwise, same time next week. I'm gonna go ahead and we can talk off air as a group, but I'm just gonna wrap it up for the live stream. So for anyone who managed to watch, find us or catches us later, catch us next time for what might be the final session or the penultimate session of Well of the Black Sun. Goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye, party.
Bye, party.
Hey, they
Bye,
did-
party.
hey, latecomer. Hey, they did the bit.